Jesus walks a lot, echoes in the dark. Gunny chief sharp, leaves the gamers marked. Mayo drip smooth, the controller spark. Horrible gamers, we ignite the art. Pixel dreams stitched into the code. Lagging through the chaos every episode. Loading up the laughter, stories unfold. Joystick kings, legends never grow. Press start, no pause, this is the crew. Jesus, Gunny, Mayo coming through. Horrible gamers, where the gamers groove. Plug in, tune out, let's make a move.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 513. We record on March the 23rd, 2026. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Matas, also known as Jesus Walks Out today. I'm joined by my co-host from the West Coast, the Best Coast, the Gunny Chief Henley Merrill is here. Welcome back, Henley. Welcome.
What's up, Jesus? How the hell are you?
I'm doing mighty fine. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Been doing a lot of gaming, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I've been out for a month, and I want to apologize to the listeners. It's just, fuck, dude. I was in a car accident last month. It was actually on the day we were supposed to record. It was on a Monday. Coming home from work, got in a car accident, and been dealing with that for the last month. So yeah, but I'm feeling better. So I'm back.
Glad to have you back in one piece, buddy.
Yep. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, and now like I don't even know if this dude had insurance, all that bullshit. So like, it's a lot to deal with. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it takes a lot of energy too into trying to find out all that information as well.
And the thing is, it wasn't my fault. So like, it was just me cruising down the road, and some dude ran red light, fucking took me out pretty bad, and yeah. So been going on.
And I'm glad you had full, your full coverage as well on your side.
Oh fuck, dude, yeah, like for sure. Like that's one thing I always carry is good insurance. That's one thing I learned the hard way. If you don't have it, you're fucked, dude. Like really, like
yeah.
Like,
when Mayo had that, not the Camaro, but the other car, and we're like, oh, you should be okay, right? Because you hit a deer, everything's good. And he goes, dude, I only had the liability insurance, So yeah.
Oh. Put it on older cars, but yeah, I definitely had it. But yeah, so
you got a newer car. You got a new car. Fuck.
Yeah, my car was pretty new actually. Yes, so it's unfortunate, but we'll see what happens, and hopefully the dude had insurance. The lawyer's investigating all that, I guess. As of right now, he says he doesn't think he has any. So, I'm kind of worried about that.
Well, that's why I sent that text. I'm like, when I sent you that text, Jesus, I was just hoping that like it could have been his uncle's car or his brother or his rich grandfather or somebody. Like it wasn't in his name.
I don't know, dude. It fucking sucks. It was an older car for sure. So like, I was worried about that when he hit me because the way they were driving and the way he hit me, and I was like, this dude was either drunk or something or under the influence of something, because who the fuck speeds like that through here? And yeah, I was worried about the no insurance thing, but he had put one down on the paperwork. But I guess my lawyer said that they're saying that he wasn't covered or that he didn't pay it or something, like he had the card, but he didn't make the payments. He didn't have a valid policy. So they're like, we don't think this dude's insured. Well, why the fuck's he driving like a fucking maniac then?
Yeah.
But
right. You think you'd do the opposite. Yeah. But definitely under the influence of something else.
You would assume, but yeah, man, it sucks. All that shit sucks. Going to the doctors suck. Going to physical therapy, going through all that bullshit, it just sucks. It really does. Being in pain sucks. Having headaches sucks. Like, it all sucks, dude. It could have been worse though, but it could have been worse than what it was. So I'm glad, like, I came out fairly okay for the most part. I do have injuries, but yeah, I came out better than I could have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could have made it like I could have been really fucked up. The speed he was going, yeah, I could have been really fucked up if he would have hit my door or something else would have happened. Like if I would have been looking down at my phone or something stupid, like looking over to the right, looking at my phone and not paying attention and not seeing him, I probably would have got hit in my door and it would have been really, really, really much worse for me, I think.
Yeah, because I saw like the front of your car. I was like, Jesus, where's your car? It's like, dude, that is my fucking car. I was like, holy shit. Like,
My
it does
car-
not look like your car anymore.
He took it out, dude.
The front of it, yeah.
completely. The whole front end was gone. I was like, God damn. Yeah, it was pretty bad. The thing is, I saw him last second, so I was able to slow down enough. I was trying to stop, really, but I mean, I was already in the intersection, so like, what? I really couldn't stop. He was gonna hit me regardless.
Split second decision, right? Like,
Yeah, but I slowed down enough so he hit my front end instead of hitting my door. So I'm glad it happened. Hopefully they're okay. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I would assume they're okay, and that's how I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna assume they're okay. Yeah.
well, the passenger was okay, right? Because you showed the picture,
yeah.
but yeah, the driver is unknown because they were evac to the ER immediately,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, they were taken to the hospital, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So yeah, lawyers investigating and all that good fun fucking shit. It's probably gonna take a year or more to figure all this bullshit out. I hope it doesn't take that long, but we'll see. Yeah, but I'm back. I'm back, Gunny. I've been playing stuff.
I've been seeing you playing stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing.
And if anybody see me playing Poppy Time over the weekend, it wasn't me. I'll touch on that more, when I get into what I've been playing and stuff. But it's a good story. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
And
cool.
Mayo's out driving his Tesla, trying to figure out his Tesla app.
Yeah, he was telling me about that. Yeah, Mayo got a new car. Things are looking up for Mayo. Yeah,
He likes to hit deer. He hits deer a lot.
He hits deer
hunting.
a lot, doesn't he? He hits a lot of deer
There
all
must
the
be a ton
time.
of deer in Ohio. It must be, if I Google it, it might say it's like a 3-1 over California or Nevada or something.
Yeah, it must be a lot of fucking deer over there because he's always hitting deer. It's like every few years he hits a deer.
Yeah.
Because he hit one not that long ago.
I know you probably have it too, Jesus. I don't know the name of it, but I guess when it's like mating season, there are signs on the highway, or they'll put up on the highway like those flashing signs, not the flashing ones, but the words, and it'll say like browning season or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, I guess you'll see them more often.
We just have a bunch of deer crossing signs everywhere in Oregon. Deer crossing everywhere you go. Everywhere there's wildlife crossing and deer crossing. Be careful for wildlife. Be careful for deer. I've hit one of those fuckers before, man. He fucked up my car.
Yeah, so I only got little dents. I hit Bambi and a couple others with my work truck too.
I hit a big fucker one time, like big motherfucker, and he took out the whole front end of my fucking driver's side, and he just kept running. He just kept going, like nothing hit him. Like nothing happened to his ass, dude. It was wild. He also shit on my car. There was shit on my car. There was shit and broken shit everywhere.
Broken lights, broken shit. Broken
lights,
parts.
Dented hood. Fucking took out my headlight, took out my hood. It was all dented. Took out the grill. And then he just kept running, dude. He didn't even stop. He just didn't even fucking it didn't even like a fucking car didn't just hit him. That fucker just kept going. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a big motherfucker, dude. He just jumped out of the road too. Like I was cruising, that fucker just jumped out. It was just like a half a second. That fucker just boop right in the middle of the road. I'm like, what the fuck? Boom! I fucking hit him. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck just happened? Fucking deer, dude. I'm glad he didn't go through my windshield though, because that would have been bad. But yeah, I remember hitting that fucking deer. Fucking asshole. Yeah, that was a mess. That's the thing that taught me to get a dash cam, which I had for this accident. And it's a good thing I had it because they were trying to blame me. They were trying to say that I ran a yellow light, but clearly my light was green. I even told the cop, dude, my light was green from way over there. And it was green continuously. Through the time I got into the intersection, the light was green for me. So y'all can fuck off with that bullshit real fucking quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to say, oh, you were trying to beat a yellow light. I'm trying to be no fucking yellow light. You fuck right off. Yeah, but it was a
Camera
weird
doesn't lie.
situation. It was a weird situation at the accident. One thing that I've never seen happen before, and it happened to me though. I don't know if these cops were profiling me or what the fuck was going on, dude. But like, it was a white cop, an older white cop, and an older black cop, and they were like there at the accident, right? And I was in an ambulance ready to go to the hospital, right? And my girlfriend showed up, so I told the ambulance, "Hey, look, like I'll just have my girlfriend take me. I think." Like I'm hurt, but I'm in pain, but I'd rather just have her take me because she's probably freaking the fuck out if I leave her in an ambulance. She's gonna cry and not be able to get to the hospital. She's gonna be all confused. She's gonna fucking make a mess out of it, right? So I'm like,
Right.
I'll just have her take me. Like fuck it. And then so they had me sign the waivers and everything. And at that point, the cop had taken my license, right? He took my license and gave it back and asking me which car I was in, how many people were in the car, etc. And I get out of the ambulance, right? The ambulance is like, "You sure you don't want to go?" They're like, "Well," I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'll go on my own. I'm not bleeding. I don't think I have any broken bones or anything. Like I can move stuff around. I feel like I can get in the car and drive myself, you know, like or have someone drive me. That's what I meant to say." And so the ambulance was like, "Okay, well, we recommend you go right away, etc." You know, the cops wouldn't let me leave, dude. The cops were like, "No, you can't leave." I'm like, "I can't leave? What?" They're like, "Yeah, you're not free to go." I'm like, "Hold the fuck on." I told the cop, like, "Why?" And they're like, "Oh, we're waiting on the status of the other driver." I'm like, "What does that have to do with me?" You know what I mean? That's what I told the
Yeah.
cop. I'm like, "What the fuck does that have to do with me?" Like the status of he wasn't even in my fucking car. Like the dude ran the red light and hit me. I didn't fucking hit him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're
Was he
like, "Oh
like getting in
no."
your? Was he like all up in your face, making sure like he didn't smell any alcohol or smell any
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
narcotics or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were they didn't search my car though. They searched the other dude's car, but not mine. Cause I told them I'm like, "Man, I'm coming from work, dude. Like, I know I haven't been drinking. I haven't done anything, ain't taken any medicine, nothing. I'm like, I'm fucking clean. I'm like, you guys can drug test me, whatever the fuck. I'm like, I know I'm not on drugs. I know my light was green. I have a and then when I told the cop I have a dash cam, he was like, "Oh, you do?" I was like, "Yes, I fucking do, dude." He was like, "Oh, okay. Well, can you pull up the video?" I'm like, "Well, I can try. I mean, I don't know, you know." And then fucking they wouldn't let me leave for hours. I was there, you know, the accident occurred like around 1:45, around that time, like 1:40 something. Cause that's when I left work around one. I got off of work at 1:30. I sat there in the parking lot for about 5-10 minutes. Then I left. So the accident occurred around 1:45 ish. I didn't fucking leave the scene of the accident, Gunny, till the tow trucks took both cars.
Do you regret
Like
like not going in the ambulance now? Like, do you think in
yeah,
hindsight, like, fuck, I should have just went, you
I
know?
should have just went with the ambulance because these motherfuckers held me there for till 5 p.m. Dude, it was like literally 5 o'clock when I left the accident scene, and then I went to go get a rental car because Enterprise was going to close at 6, so we had to drive all the way over here by where I live, get the rental car, get all that set up, then go to the hospital. I even left the rental car in the parking lot. I'm like, "Look, I'm not even taking this with me right now because I don't feel like I can drive. I'm just leaving
Yeah.
it here and then I'm going to the hospital." And the guy's like, "Oh, that's fine." So I left it in the parking lot and I went to the hospital and then I came back later to pick up the car. Because I told you I just want to get the car secured, you know, I just want to get the car so I know I have a car tomorrow if I need it for a doctor's appointment, whatever, you know.
Right.
Um, but yeah, the cops wouldn't let me leave. They're like, "Oh no, we're waiting on the status of the other guy." I'm like, "The fuck do I care? What the fuck?" Like the dude ran the red light, he fucking hit me. The motherfucker, like, if he's hurt really bad, that's on him, dude. Like, I didn't fucking do anything to him. What do you mean you're waiting on the status of the other guy? It kind of pissed me off, dude. It really did. And I was wondering, like, if something like if the dude died or something on the way to the hospital, or if he died at the hospital, I wonder if these fuckers are gonna try to arrest me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even thought of that. Yeah, yeah.
It
Right.
made me
Like you're being
wonder.
detained right now on
Yeah,
suspicion of reckless
yeah,
driving or some crazy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. They were like detained. They were like, "You're detained." I'm like, "Detained for what?" They're like, "Oh, until the scene is secured, and we know the status
Yeah.
of your driver." I'm like,
Yeah.
"The scene is secured. You guys are here, and the other driver already left, and his passenger left. Why the fuck can I leave?" You know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh no, you can't leave. You can't leave."
Okay, so they're probably thinking like, hey, his girlfriend came to pick him up. He's gonna run, you know. We don't know where he's going, or yeah. Is he
It was
really going to the
weird.
hospital? You know?
Yeah, it was weird, dude. It was fucking odd, like really bizarre to me that they would not let me leave for nothing. And like, I was just, I was kind of pissed off about it, dude. Like honestly, like, I was like, what in the fuck is going on here? Like, like, why can't we leave? Even my girlfriend was like, why can't we leave? I'm like, I don't fucking know. They telling me I can't leave. Even after I showed the cop the fucking dash cam, I'm like, look, dude, dash cam shows my light is green all the way from back there. And he watched the video, and I'm like, I can email it to you for evidence. I'm like, my light was green. They fucking ran the red light. You can see their car coming at the end of the video through the light. Oh, well, no, we can't let you leave yet. I was fucking mad, dude. I told my girlfriend, I was kind of hoping those fuckers would arrest me just so I could fucking sue the city for fucking false arrest, dude.
Right. Yeah.
I would have fucking sued the shit out of the police department for arresting me for something stupid like that, because it wasn't my fault. It was really weird. It was just like a really bizarre experience to me, because I'm like, dude, I'm hurt. Like I told the cop, I'm hurting, dude. Like I'm in pain right now. Like he's like, well, you didn't leave in the ambulance. I'm like, yeah, because my girlfriend literally showed up when they were gonna fucking leave. Like they were literally calling the hospital asking if they had beds available, and the hospital said yes. And we were about to leave. The guy was like, okay, we're about to leave right now. And then my girlfriend said she was there. So I told him, look, I'd rather just leave with her. And it was like a last second decision. I'm like, if she would have taken another 2 minutes to show up, I would have just left in the ambulance. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't let me leave though, dude. It was fucking weird.
You had an ulterior motive. That's what it was. Yeah.
It was bizarre to me, dude. I think they were legit profiling me or something. They were like, this motherfucker is drinking or something, something. I don't know.
Yeah. Watch his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look what he's doing.
This motherfucker's acting weird,
Right. Maybe he's got a warrant. He might have a warrant out or something. He didn't want to go to the hospital.
Yeah, and I told the cops, like, look, man, like I'm fucking like the reason, like I'm shook up right now, dude. Like I'm like, I told the cop, like, I have a lot of adrenaline going through me, dude, like a lot right now, and I'm in shock probably from the fucking accident. Like I got a lot of adrenaline and a lot of shit running through my system right now, where I don't feel a lot of the pain, but it's there. I know it's there. And they wouldn't let me go. It was bizarre to me that they would not let somebody go from an accident that's been in the accident after they refused to go leave in an ambulance,
Yeah. Yep.
It was fucking weird to me. I don't know, man, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to all the doctors and chiropractors and physical therapy and all that bullshit. It fucking sucks going to all that because it's a lot of appointments. Dude, like I've never been to the doctor so much in my life, Gunny. It's like every week I have an appointment, multiple appointments every week. Whether it's going to the chiropractor 3 times a week, going to physical therapy twice a week, going to a fucking concussion evaluation, a fucking whatever the fuck. It's a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's such a disruption in your life,
I've been out of work, so the out of work thing is kind of nice being out of work, but it sucks, because it's like you're not getting paid. You're not making money.
Right. Yeah.
The bills don't stop.
No, they'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, we're here, motherfucker. We're waiting.
Give you a little grace period.
So we'll see. We'll see what we'll see what happens with all this bullshit. Fuck. I hope they find insurance on this guy. I really do. Because I don't want to sue someone personally, like I don't even know what they have, if they have anything,
Right.
This guy's just some drunky dude that, lives in a trailer park or something. Like what am I gonna get out of him? Like nothing. Like we're gonna garnish his wages for the next 30 years while you get paid back. Like I don't know if I want to do all that. So we'll see. I don't know, but yeah, I got pretty fucked up from the accident though. Some shit like X-rays and fucking all these tests they're doing on me. It really shows like a lot of fucked up shit. Like I have headaches all the time now, from the lights, from screens, from the light outside, from the sun. It sucks, dude. Like it's just something that I've been dealing with for the last few weeks here, the last month or so. Literally, it's been 30 days since the accident. Today's the 23rd. It's been 23. Yeah. Well, I guess 28 days. I don't know if February had 28 days this month or this year or 31. I think it had 28 this year. I don't think it was a leap year. But yeah, it's been a mess, dude. But I'm alive, and that's the good thing.
Amen, brother.
That's a good thing. I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm glad I pay attention when I drive because a lot of people don't. And a lot of people don't wear their seatbelts, Gunny.
No.
Because that's the one thing they ask me. Were you wearing your seatbelt? I'm like, fuck yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Dude, if
First
I
thing I
wasn't,
do when I get in the
I,
car, right?
I told the cop, if I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, dude, you probably wouldn't be talking to me right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, you wouldn't be talking to me probably. I'd be probably passed the fuck out in my car,
Yeah.
fucking bleeding
Yeah, the
everywhere.
airbags and all that shit going off, like, still would have
Yeah.
cushioned some blow, but
It would have fucking flung me to the passenger side. I would have probably hit my head on something and been knocked out, dude. You know? I
yeah.
told the cop, like, no, dude, yeah, I was wearing my seatbelt, all that. So, yep. But shout out to the Hyundai Sonata, the new
Right.
one. It saved my life. It did its job. It deployed the airbags correctly. It did all that. It took a pretty good impact. And it also called the cops for me. It did all that. It did its job, Gunny.
Yeah, right. You remember you telling me that, like,
Yeah.
we're
As soon
getting
as,
we're getting emergency services right now.
yeah, as soon as I crashed, literally, within a few seconds, I heard the phone ringing. I'm like, the fuck? What the fuck's that noise? And there was some guy on there saying, hello? Hello? Are you okay? I'm like, who the fuck are you? And they're like, oh, this is the Hyundai Emergency Roadside Assistance or some shit. I'm like, uh, I'm like, what do you want? They're like, we detected a car accident. I'm like, you detected a car accident? Yeah, my car's fucking totaled. They're like, okay. They're like, we're sending EMS on the way. Is there any other vehicles involved? I was like, yeah, another car. And they're like, okay, we're sending EMS and police out there to your location. We have it on GPS. I'm like, okay, that was pretty cool. Like they're the ones that called the cops and shit. They just fucking next thing you know, cops pulled up, paramedics pulled up, firemen. I'm like, holy shit! Like these guys all came pretty quickly.
Yeah, technology is something else, isn't it? They do that with a
Yeah,
lot of cars now, right?
yeah, and then
Volkswagen, I know, does a lot
yeah,
more, and yeah,
so that's pretty cool, man. And they even called the tow truck for me and everything. I don't know, it was bizarre,
that's
but
cool. Yeah, they did that.
yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we're sending out AAA to you and shit. I'm like, how much is that gonna cost? They're like, oh no, it's on us. Like it's just a thing we offer. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, I guess. They're like, yeah, we can tow your car anywhere you want it to be towed. Just let us know. I'm like, okay. So I fucking told him to take it to the tow yard wherever the fucking insurance wanted me to take it, which was like
Right.
clearly like halfway across the state or something. The driver was pissed when I told him the address. He's like, those motherfuckers. It's like they're making me drive this shit all the way over there. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. He's like, oh, you're good. He's like, it's the fucking insurance I'm mad at. I'm like, oh my bad. Because they made him drive like literally like an hour and a half away from Portland, dude. Like all the way down to like Woodburn, which is pretty far from Portland. Like,
So I assume, Jesus, you probably had to go there the next day or the day after to get all your belongings out.
no, actually, my girlfriend pulled all my shit out of my car.
Okay.
There wasn't much in my car. My car was always pretty clean. I had everything in like the little center compartment in the glove box. So the car was pretty clean itself. Like I didn't have a lot of junk in there. So she just fucking grabbed a bag that I had in there and fucking threw everything in the bag. She's like, I left nothing in the car. The cops were like, you can't be doing that. And she's like, fuck you. She's like, I'm fucking taking this shit.
Right. It's my car. Yeah.
Yeah, the cop's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "It's my fucking car. Fuck you, dude." That shit was funny. It kind of made me laugh. Yeah, there was nothing left in the car besides like the floor mats and all that shit. We left all that in the car, but everything else we took out. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. It was a mess though, Gunny. So I'm glad we're okay. I'm okay for the
Yeah,
most
me
part.
too.
I mean, I'm not okay, but I could be worse. I could say that. That's what I mean to say is I'm okay that I'm alive, but I I'm not okay because I'm in pain and it sucks, but could be worse, right?
Yeah, it could have been worse the way you describe it.
She was going at least 80 or 90, dude, when he hit me. Like 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 all these people came out. Security guards came out from the building that was right there. And they're like, oh, yeah. They're like, we came out here because we have the video. And I was like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, oh, I'm the security guard over here at this building. And he's like, yeah, we saw it on video when it happened. Like, our security guy called it in. Like, he told me to come check on this because he saw it happen on the camera. I'm like, you fucking serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, we have multiple angles. He's like, we have 2 different cameras that caught this. And yeah, that dude was going really fucking fast. And he flew that light, like, fast. Like, they're like, he was going really, really fast when he flew that light. I'm like, yeah. So, yeah. So I'm glad they got that on video. Hopefully the lawyer was able to get a hold of that video and all that. I don't know. Police were supposed to get it, but you know the police. Sometimes they don't do their fucking job.
Yeah.
Like,
is there even a police report out yet, or is that still pending? Or you probably have to go down there, right? You have to go down there, submit it.
Yeah, I'd have to go down there, submit a fucking information request and do all that. I think the lawyer's handling all that. I give him all the information, the number and everything. So I think he's doing all that, submitting the report release, and then I think he was going to send an investigator over to that company that I told him that the security guard came out and told us he had the video. I think he told me he was going to send one of his investigators over there to try to get them to release the video to him for the accident. So I'm like, okay, hopefully they release the video to him, and all that comes out good, because I know I wasn't in the wrong there.
Yeah.
The first thing I did, Gunny, unplug my dash cam. That's the first fucking thing I grabbed. I was like, if I'm going to the hospital, I'm taking this dash cam with me. I fucking ripped that fucker off the windshield and put it in my pocket.
Nice.
That's the first thing. So I recommend that to anyone listening, Gunny, even you and Mayo. Get a fucking dash cam. I guess Mayo doesn't need one. He has a Tesla. It records everything normally. But
yeah, I do have one. I installed one about a couple months ago on this vehicle.
Dude.
My kid's vehicle, it's always been on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, front and rear. Front and rear.
Yeah, I had front and rear on mine too. So yeah, those are always handy, dude, because you don't want to get accused, like I said, like me, get accused of running a yellow light, you know, when your light was clearly green or whatever, and you get taken out and they're trying to fucking pin all the blame on you. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? You know, they're treating me like I'm the fucking suspect. And I'm like, bro, I'm a victim here, motherfucker. Like yeah. I didn't run this fucking light. This motherfucker did, you know. I'm not the one speeding through here. I was going the speed limit. What the fuck do you mean this? You know, because they're asking me, how fast were you going? Were you speeding through here? I'm like, no. Like, I told the cop, I'm going like 35, dude, whatever the speed limit is on this road. 35, 40 at most, you know. I'm like, I was not speeding. I know I wasn't speeding. And then I told him, matter of fact, I had slowed down before the dude hit me. So it's not like, because the way the car, you saw the photos, Connie, the way the cars looked initially from the accident, it all looked like I hit the dude, you know what I mean? Because the dude was in the pole, his car was wrapped around the fucking light, my car was just kind of sitting there. So it looked like I hit him, you know, like I T-boned him or something, like I pushed his car into the pole. And I told the cop, no, dude, like that motherfucker hit my car, kept going, and then slammed into the pole. Like,
yeah, like that's how fast he was going.
Yeah, I told the cop, that's how fast the dude was going. He was fucking flying through here, I told him. Like, the dude was going at least 60, 70, and the cop's like, yeah, okay. Later on, the cop was like, yeah, he was doing like 80 or 90, more like, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude, he was flying because he was going fast. And I remember last second I saw him, all I could think was, fuck, I'm gonna get hit. Like, that's the one thought that came to my head, Gunny, and the moment of facing death was, oh shit, I'm gonna get hit. Like, that's all I could think of. Was like, oh fuck, like an oh fuck moment, like, oh fuck, there's nothing I can do about this, you know, like, there's nothing you can do about this, Jesus, you're gonna get hit, like that's it, like, that's it. That's all I could think of.
Split second, man, it was happening, yeah,
it sucked, but I'm okay for the most part. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with for the last month. It's been fun, not really, but I've also played some games, Gunny. As you know, last month Marathon came out. Right? That Bungie game.
Yeah. Did you play the stress test or anything at all?
I did play the stress test. I wasn't very impressed with it. Initially, my thoughts were, man, this doesn't seem like, it seems okay. Like, I don't know if I'll like it. And then on the whim, I ended up getting it right before launch, and I got it, and it was only like $40 or something, right? But normally games are like $80 now or $70. This one was like a
Yeah.
$40 game. I think the deluxe edition is 60, but I didn't do that. I just went for the regular one. And
I think
it
you know what I think it is, Jesus. I think it's like the extraction shooter price, right?
yeah, I think
'Cause
so.
I think
Arc started it, right? Arc did the
yeah,
same
didn't
thing,
Arc start it
right?
with 40, and then
Yeah,
well, even Escape from Tarkov was well,
40. Well, there was
yeah,
multiple different
like
prices.
base
That was
game, right? Base game.
base game was 40, but they sold you like backpack slots and shit for
Yeah, you
like
had
way
two other
more.
modes that you had to purchase as well,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So marathon is fun as fuck. I'm gonna say this right off the rip, dude. I've put in about 40 hours into the game, if not more, at this point.
Okay.
I'm loving it. I love Marathon. I fucking love that game. The shooting obviously is made by Bungie, so the shooting feels fucking great. It feels really good as a shooter. Uh, and there's not a lot of variety. There's 4 maps right now. I haven't played on the newest one because the newest one is like a ranked mode map only, so you can only go in there. So there's 2 requirements to go in there. Yeah, or 3 actually. You have to be level 25 minimum. You have to be at level 25 as your rank. You have to have this special like pass equipped on your backpack to go into that mode. It's called like a ranked mode pass or something like that. And then you have to have the minimum. The cool thing about that mode is if you kill someone, you're gonna get good shit because the minimum requirement of that mode is you have to have the pass on your backpack and you have to have at least 5,000 credits worth of gear on your character, like equipped. So everyone that's in the match starts off with the minimum of a $5,000 loadout in the game. You know what I mean? Not a
Yeah.
not dollar, but a credit. Like, because there's credits in the game you use to purchase stuff from the vendors, and everything costs money, right? Like your health packs, your weapons, your kits, your grenades. Everything has a value to it. There's normal gear, like a gray one. That's the regular gear. There's green, which is a little bit like better than the gray. There's blue, which is like the mid tier. Like that's like, okay, that's kind of good. Then there's purple, which is like legendary loot. And then there's gold on top of the purple, which the gold is like the absolute best gear you can get, right? Like that's like God mode fucking like really, really good gear you can get. I haven't got any gold. I do have a purple. I have a backpack that I found on some dude on a match. I killed him and I took his backpack and it was a purple backpack and it has like max slots. So you could extract with the most shit out of that match. Like if you have the backpack on and you leave the match, you extract with it on and you have it fully loaded, like that's a lot of slots. I think it has like 28 slots in that backpack. Normal backpacks have like 16. The blue backpacks have like 24 slots or whatever. This one has fucking 28 slots or 32 slots, something like that. It has a lot, dude. Just know it has a lot. You can take out a lot of shit with that backpack. But yeah, I've been playing with a lot of randoms. So it queues you up into a trio. You can queue up duos now and you can play solo. And yeah, so you can go in there solo. I did that to do some missions. I kind of went in there by myself to try to focus on completing because there's some missions you have to do, right? There's contracts you have for these there's like 6 different vendors. There's these like the vendors are like these corporations in the game. So the game is all based on this planet, right? I guess everyone was living on Mars or Earth or something. I think it was Mars. Everyone was living on Mars. Humans were living on Mars. So then humans wanted to expand out from Mars, right? So they sent off a spaceship called Marathon to Tau Ceti to like colonize this planet. Sometime in between the time they sent the ship there and it was supposed to ping back or whatever, like check in or whatever, they lost contact with the ship. Then 100 years go by after they lose contact and they get a distress signal from the ship, like a distress call. So the corporation sent over all their shit to find out what happened to this ship because a lot of the corporations invested on this ship and they had employees and and gear and shit that they sent over with this ship, right? So they're like, hey, we want to get our ship back. So you are a runner, and a runner is pretty much like a mercenary kind of. You're like a for hire like guy or whatever. And you're put into these bodies called shells. And each time the shell dies, your conscience continues. So like you're still alive. So you could get put into another shell. So the shells are just kind of like disposable, like robots or whatever, you know? And there's
Yeah.
different kinds. So there's like an assassin one. He has like an invisibility power, so he can turn invisible. He turns invisible when he goes into smoke. There's a thief. She has this drone, and this drone can like fly around, and it can mark loot. It can mark like high level loot on a map, and it can also so it can scan boxes that are around the map that are lootable, and it'll show you the ones that have the highest gear. But it can also steal like stuff from other people's backpacks. So if you see a team and you have a thief or whatever, you can fly the drone over there and kind of pickpocket their backpack. So if they have a purple gun, you can kind of steal that from their backpack if they don't shoot it down, right? And then take off with their shit. Like, so you you steal their purple shit and leave, right? So that's kind of cool. They have like another one called a destroyer. This is like a tank class. He has like rockets that lock onto the enemy and shoot rockets, and he also has like this ballistic shield that he puts up in front of him. It's like a shield, kind of comes up, and it'll block bullets and stuff or grenade explosions. There's a recon which he can ping targets. So he kind of does like a little pulse thing, and it kind of goes out, and then it'll ping all the enemies. Like it'll say like this guy has a level 2 blue shield. This guy has a green shield. This guy has a regular shield, etc. And then there's also there's a few other ones. There's a triage, which is like a medic. That's the one that I've used the most out of all of them. He can revive friendlies with like a special ability. Like he has this ability where he can shoot these like things out of his arms or out of his hands actually, and it'll like revive a friendly instantly. And you can also shoot it at enemies and deplete their. You take out their shields immediately. So even if someone has a purple shield, if you hit them with this thing, it'll deplete their shield completely, and it'll also overheat them because there's like a stamina system in the game where like if you run, you can get overheated and then you have to cool down to run again. So if you can like if you're in a gunfight and you use this offensively, you can overheat people and make them so where they can't run fast and they don't have any shields left. The recon or the triage is my favorite because he also his passive ability is these little drones that like every 60 seconds you get one. You get up to 3 of them, and these drones you can throw them out at your friends on your team or on yourself, and these drones kind of attach to you and they heal you. So they'll heal your heal your health and they fill up your shields. So they constantly are like healing you or whatever. So they'll run out and they stay the whole match. The only time they run out is if like you take a lot of damage and they heal you all the way. It's not on a timer. It's based on how much they heal you, right? So as they're healing you, their timer is going down. So their timer is based on like how much it heals you pretty much, right? So you're taking a lot of damage. You're going to keep getting healed constantly by this thing. It's going to run out faster. You're going to need a new one eventually. Cool thing is every 60 seconds, every character gets their passive ability. One of them has like I think it's the Vanguard. I think that's her name. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. But she has like her ability is she can run. She has this thing where she can run really, really fast. That's like her main ability. She can run like really, really faster than everyone else. So once if you have this character and you activate it, she can run really fast and doesn't overheat like quickly. You know what I mean? So she has extra stamina, doesn't overheat as quick, and she can run really, really fucking fast. So you gotta have to kind of keep track of her because she can outflank you really quickly. And her passive ability is this grappling hook. So she can grapple up to like rooftops, through windows, etc. She can grapple an enemy and pull him towards her. So the cool thing about that is it's a class to like kind of engage people and avoid them at the same time, you know what I mean? So you can kind of flank around them or outrun them and get away from them, or uh, try to just fight them and, outflank them and fuck them up. And yeah, man. So I love Marathon though, dude, because one thing I love about this game is you don't have to craft, Gunny. Everything you do is you buy everything. Everything you buy it,
Oh, that's good.
or you sell it. And yes, these vendors or these corporations that you're playing against, you are leveling them up as you play, as you do contracts for these corporations. So each different corporation will have different contracts. You can do contracts for them, like primary contracts or secondary contracts. The primary ones are like their main missions, kind of, and it'll be like specific shit, like oh, in this thing, like in this one run, I need you to go to this building, download this virus off of this computer, upload it to yourself, go to this other building, scan yourself, get rid of the virus, and then go to this other building and kill this guy and pick up whatever he drops, and then you have to extract. It'll be shit like that. Or some missions will be like, I just need you to go around the map and scan things. I need you to scan these 3 different locations. Or I need you to go and kill people. Like, you need to defeat players. So you gotta defeat other runners on the match. Like, and it'll be like,
are you referring to you like doing these solo matches, or this could also include doing that with trio as well?
You can do it with trios. So everyone has their own contract. Every player has their own contract. So if you're in a trio, each of you guys will have a different contract. Unless you're like playing with a friend and you both happen to have the same contract available, you can both equip the same one. The cool thing about the contracts is though, like, say I'm playing with you, Gunny, right? And my contract is kill 5 other players in the single run. Well, if I only killed 1, but you killed 4, it still counts those 4 towards me and you. So it'll say that you killed them, but it also counts for my contract because we're on the same team.
Okay.
That also applies to like if it says like sometimes a contract will be like, we need you to loot 20 containers on this map. Well, as your other teammates are looting and they're opening containers, that's also counting towards your count. You know what I mean? The only time that they can't do the stuff that you have to do is if it's a specific contract where it says like you need to upload a virus to your body, or you need to inject yourself with this thing and then go scan yourself and then do something else like that. You have to do it yourself, right? Like you have to go find the thing, inject yourself, do all that, because they can't see your objectives like that. But other than that, like if you have a contract that's like steal this certain gun from a locker and they happen to find that gun in a locker, it'll count towards you. Unless it's like steal the gun out of the locker and then extract with it, then you have to equip it and extract with it. So they can loot it, but they have to drop it for you, and then you have to put it in your backpack or on your equipped weapons and then extract. The cool thing about that is, so the contracts are kind of doable pretty easily if you're in trios. If you're by yourself, it takes some work arounds to do because some of these missions are hard. Like, I had one where I died about 15 times, dude, because I just kept running into other players. Even though I was playing solo, I was running into other players constantly, just running into other people. And I kept dying. So I finally just kept fucking going at it. And eventually I just got lucky enough where I didn't run into other people. And
is there like an option like where you've seen in other games where it's like, oh, so for example, can you connect to the Asian servers or the UK servers, right? That's not in Marathon, but I've seen people do it in other games where
not available in this game. No, it's just normal matchmaking based on your region. It doesn't let you switch. Maybe if you're using a VPN, you might be able to do that. I'm not. But that also might trigger the anti-cheat that they have running. I think it's Javelin that they're running. I don't know, I might be wrong. Or Battle Eye. They're running either Javelin or Battle Eye. I think it's Battle Eye that they're running. But yeah, they I've had some matches where I died. I've had matches where I had really good luck and I've gotten some really, really cool shit just to lose it in the next match. Because in the next match I'll spawn in, run into this team that's like God mode, and they just fuck us up, or they get the drop on us and they hear us and they fuck me and my team up. You know what I mean? Like I've had matches where I've had really good luck where we're the ones that killed everyone. Like one match, dude, one match I had like 6 kills, my teammate had 9, and my other teammate had like four or five. So
Yeah.
us alone, our squad alone, pretty much killed every other player that was in that lobby. Because per match, when you're in trios or squads or whatever, like the trios, um, there's either like 4 or 5 teams that spawn in that same map. So as soon as you spawn in, there's 4 or 5 teams, and then at the 15-minute marker, from 15 minutes to 11 minutes, as it's counting down, um, between that time, the solo players spawn in. So they're called rooks. So people that are playing as a rook, the rook is kind of like he kind of looks like a robot, like an enemy robot, like a regular basic enemy robot. And as a rook, you cannot equip a backpack. You can't equip anything. You pretty much are going in with like whatever loadout the game gives you.
Is it random? Is that what it is? A
Kinda
random
is,
loadout?
yeah, it kind of is
Kind
like
of
a
like
random.
Tarkov, right? With their scav run?
It's kind of like a scab. Yes, it's pretty much a scab. You're gonna spawn in, but you spawn in at the 15-minute marker to 11 minutes, and then that's when the rooks spawn in, and they're usually solo players by themselves, but they can do damage. I mean, if like I said, if they get the drop on you, if they come around a corner, they can fuck you up. You know what I mean? I had one match I was playing with Brink and Pigeon, and we had pretty good loot. And we were pretty like getting ready to leave, and this fucking rook just got the drop on us, dude, and he took us all out, all of us. The thing is, it wasn't just him by himself. He was behind us. We were in a hallway, right? He was behind us, and in the other end of the hallway, behind the door, was another team. So this team had us pinned down in this hallway, and this dude came up behind us. So we were kind of like in between both of them. You know what I mean? So we're trying to watch our back.
In the crossfire. Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to watch our back, and we're trying to fight the other team, and like they all pretty much rushed us with like smoke grenades and knives. And they kind of just ran at us and like started fucking us up. And the rook took advantage of that, and he like came out of the little hidey hole that he was in, like a vent, and he fucking started shooting, and it all kind of became a big mess, and we all got taken out pretty quick. But yeah, that's the name of the game, man. You lose stuff, you win stuff. As you level up your contracts with these corporations, you get to unlock. You have like these levels with each corporation. You have a rank with them. You start at 0. The more contracts you do, you start leveling them up. And the more you level up the corporation, the more unlocks you can do for them. They're called upgrades. And these upgrades let you, like, one corporation will be like, if you upgrade this, we'll sell you shields. If you upgrade with us, we'll sell you health packs. If you upgrade with us, we'll sell you mods for your weapons. If you upgrade with us, we'll sell you grenades. If you upgrade with us, we'll sell you perks for your character that you use, so you can upgrade your shell. If you're the recon, you can upgrade the recon. If you're triage, you can upgrade the triage. And you rank these up by either you upgrade them by using either the money. Sometimes it costs the little credits. Sometimes it'll cost credits and some sort of consumable that you can find in the game, like something that you need to go in there and find and extract, like some biohazard grenade or some kind of like plant or something, right? Like it'll be like, you need 20 of these tape to upgrade this or whatever. So you kind of, and then the game will tell you like, okay, you can find this tape on this map at these locations. They usually spawn there. So it'll kind of give you a hint of like where to go to find the stuff. So you kind of focus on that if you want to upgrade certain stuff. I've kind of, my goal was to kind of upgrade all like the beginning of every corporation, and then try to focus on the ones that give me shields and stuff. So now I have like one corporation, I have it to where they every day, like I log in, I can get a free shield from them. So you get a free green shield. It's not the best shield, but it's better than the standard one, like the standard level 1 gray shield. You get a green shield, which is better than the regular gray one. You know what I mean? Or like this other corporation will give me a gun every day. Like this corporation will give me a shotgun every day. So every time if I ran out of guns because I kept losing all my gear in every run, I can just say, fuck it, I'm gonna just go and buy this free shotgun that I get every day and use this for this match. Or this other corporation, they'll sell me backpacks. They're not free, but they sell them to me. So if I run out of backpacks because they all got stolen because I kept getting killed or whatever, I can go buy a backpack for 500 credits or 1,000 credits or whatever. I think I have like the blue one and the green one unlocked. So the green one is the standard one, that's like a level 1 backpack, and the blue one is the like the enhanced one. That one has like 16 slots. I think I've upgraded it to where I can buy the blue one as well. I think the blue one costs about 1,500 credits, and the regular one costs about 400 credits. So I can buy backpacks from them, or I can buy some of them or offer me like free healing items. Like this corporation will be like, because you leveled us up to this level and you upgraded us, we'll offer you a free health pack every day. Or you can buy like an enhanced health pack every day from us, or get a free one from us every day. And the enhanced ones will heal you up automatically all the way without, because sometimes some of there's like depleted health packs, normal health packs, and enhanced. So the depleted ones you kind of inject yourself, and it'll kind of heal you up like a little bit, right? Like it'll give you like a little bit of health or a little bit of shields. The regular ones, they'll kind of fill you up more, but it still takes time, you know. The enhanced ones, what they do is they'll fill you up all the way usually, so it'll fill up your shield or your health all the way, even if it's at 0, and it'll kind of do it really fast. It'll do it to where like it just goes really really quick. Like it doesn't take a few seconds for it to build up and heal you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I love the game. Like I said, the shooting feels really solid. The maps are really well laid out. They really feel like multiplayer maps. Like they're really like well thought out maps. There's never been like a moment where I'm like, this map sucks or whatever. Like, yeah, you can get lost in them if you don't know the locations. Once you play them each a few times, you kind of start learning the landmarks and learning what's what. You're like, okay, I know I'm at this location. I can go this way, this way, this way. Or, I know this map usually has enemies at this location, or people will spawn in over here usually, and there's usually a team over here, or, and like I said, the game kind of does a pretty good thing about letting you hear footsteps. So you can distinctly tell, like, what's a robot, which is like an AI enemy right there in the game.
I was just going to ask you about AI in the game.
Or what the player footsteps sound like. So a player footstep sounds like normal footsteps, like really, really fast. And that was pretty loud, Gunny. Really fast. Or you can hear the clanking of the
beans.
Of the robots. The robots sound more like a clank, like really loud thuds when they step. Very like uniform, like very robot like. So yeah, I've been enjoying Marathon quite a bit, dude. Like I said, I'm really loving it. I'm hooked on the game, man. I'm level 35 right now, I think. I haven't played ranked at all. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you can unlock these like say you run out of gear completely, Gunny, right? You don't have any gear. You lost it all. You went in there 50 times to try to do a mission and you've died every time. You lost all your shit in your vault. You have nothing left. Well, good thing that the game does this thing where every day a certain corporation will offer sponsor kits. And these sponsor kits, you can either get a free one, which is just a regular free sponsor kit, but it'll give you one gun, an ammo crate, so you can get more ammo, a couple healing items, like usually it's depleted patches or whatever, depleted health kits and depleted patch kits. And it'll offer you that's it, like a gun, ammo, patch kits, and that's it. You don't have a backpack, but you can find one in the match if you kill someone or whatever, looting or whatever. So there's that. So like if you run out of guns or you don't want to lose any guns, you can always run a free kit, which I've done that quite a bit and I had really good luck with that. There's been times where like I ran a free kit and I've come out with blue shit, like blue guns, blue backpack, blue everything, like really kitted out. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So yeah, there's free kits and there's also other sponsored kits. Like it'll be like 2 more that are unlocked. One of them will be maybe like one that'll cost like like 1,500 credits. That one will have like maybe it'll have 2 guns, an ammo crate, maybe like a shield, and maybe a little bit better health packs, like the standard ones instead of like the depleted ones, right? Or you can buy like the more expensive sponsor kit, which costs like I think it's like 3,000 credits maybe or 3,500. But this kit will have like pretty good guns, usually like green guns or whatever. It'll have maybe a blue shield, maybe a blue backpack, and like better, like maybe a grenade or two, and some ammo crates. Like it'll have like shit where you feel like, okay, like this is pretty okay. Like I might do really pretty decent with this loadout. Even if I don't find anything in the match, if I don't run into any other players, I'll be okay with this. You know what I mean? And like I said, once you complete the match with the sponsored kit or whatever, you also get like you rank up that corporation. So say the corporation Traxxas, you buy that kit and you are able to go into the match, do your mission or whatever. You're just playing, looting or whatever, and you extract. When you extract, you keep all the stuff that you went in with, and even if it was free, you keep it, and you level up that faction. You know what I mean? It'll say like, hey, because you extracted with the sponsored kit or whatever, you completed this mission with the sponsored kit, you even if you left the sponsored kit shit behind, say you looted other stuff and you left that other stuff behind, it'll still count like you completed it with the sponsored kit. And then it'll say this corporation is leveling up 50 points or whatever. Like it went up 50 XP or whatever. So it gives you like a little bonus for using the sponsored kits for certain corporations.
I think question, Jesus. So on like, because I've watched some gameplay of it, but not entire runs per se. But I think like I'm just trying to, and not to do real comparisons of Escape from Tarkov, but like in Escape from Tarkov where they had like, the first map is smaller, so the matches are quicker or whatever. The server resets or what have you. But then there's like, by the time you get to the third one, right? Once you unlock it, of course, I think those are like, God, I want to say they're like closer to 40 minutes, but is it like that in Marathon where the larger maps are, last longer because they take longer to, traverse from one end to the other?
I'm sorry, Gunny. Could you repeat that? I was just completely spaced off for a second.
No, so like, for example, like are the larger maps actually, so how long do the matches last? Do you have to extract it? Does it give you a timer basically?
Yes. Every match starts at 25 minutes. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So every match is 25 minutes, regardless. Every single one starts with 25-minute timer. As soon as you spawn in, you're at 25 minutes. It starts counting down. At 20 minutes, the first extraction points will spawn on the map. And these are like these green icons that are scattered around the map. And it'll be like, okay, the extractions are now live. You have 20 minutes to extract. Once a team uses an extraction point, say you have one that's near you and you want to use that, if another team gets to that extraction point and triggers it, it takes about, I think it's a 20-second counter or 30-second counter. And as it's booting up, it'll shoot us a beam into the sky. It'll kind of make a loud noise, kind of like signaling people around the area like, hey, this thing is being triggered. It takes about 30 seconds for it to be ready. Once it's ready, you get into the circle, and it takes about 10 seconds for you to extract. Within that 10 seconds, if you get killed in those 10 seconds, you don't extract. If you get downed and you extract while being downed, say you're bleeding out and you're in the circle and it gets you out of the match, that is considered an extraction. You're still extracted if you do that. Because I've had a match where like I've got killed right at the last second in the circle because another team showed up.
Are you lobbing grenades into the circle?
Yes, we had them do that. Yes, that's exactly what happened. And they fucked us up and killed us. And I didn't get extracted for that match, even though I thought we did, because we were like, the timer was counting down. And we're like, okay, it was at literally like 2 seconds and boom, we're dead. Well, what happened there was we didn't get to extract because we were dead. So those people got to loot our bags and go to the next extraction. There's guarded extractions that appear at 10 minutes. So at 10 minutes, the timer, like I said, 15 minutes, the rooks spawn in. At 10 minutes, the timer will kind of like reset again and the extractions will reset. So the timer keeps going, 10 minutes hits, boom. It'll say extractions have been updated. considered like your new extraction point, and it'll show like more like it'll show like 3 different locations to extract now. You know what I mean? And like usually the one of those 3, or maybe one out of all the extractions, usually is one each time, will be called a guarded extraction. So a guarded extraction will be like this extraction when you activate it, it'll call in a drop ship of robots, and they come in and kind of like stand around and fucking shoot at you, and so you kind of have to be ready to
seen that on Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also one other extraction type. It's called the secured extraction. So for that one, you need a key card. And usually that key card is either found on a map, like usually one of the big bosses in the map, like one of the robots walking around will have it. Or sometimes you can find it by looting other players if they've already killed that guy. So you get this key card. If you have the key card, you're the guy that can go over to this extraction and activate it, or your team can go over there and activate it, right? Because the key card kind of works across players. So one of your teammates can run over there, or you run over there and you activate it, and then boom, that's activated. But if you go over there without the key card and try to activate it, it will just say failed. It won't let you do it. So it's kind of like a situation where like you better hope you have the key card if that's the only extraction left, because everyone else took all the other ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a timer, 25 minutes. Once the timer runs out, which I've had it happen multiple times, it'll say, you have 5 minutes to extract. We recommend you extract soon. It'll be like, you have 3 minutes to extract. We recommend you head to an extraction immediately. That's what the game will say. Then at the 1 minute marker, the game will say, you have 1 minute. You must extract right now. Like you must go and start extracting. If you do not extract right now, you're fucked. So if the timer runs out completely, so you're running through the map, you can't get to the extraction. The timer it'll run to 0, and then it'll be like, boom, emergency extraction activated. It'll be 1 extraction point left on the map, and you have to get there within, I think it's a minute or maybe 2 minutes.
Interesting. Yeah, they have that.
And you have to run over there within the minute and a half or something like that, either a minute and a half or 2 minutes. And if you're in there, good. If you're not in there, well, it's going to leave you regardless. So you better hope you make it in time. And yeah, you better hope there's no other team going to that same one, because you're going to be fighting them as you're trying to get to this extraction. So I've had it to where like me and this team, randoms, we were the last ones alive on the match. We were just looting everything, right? We're just running around looting the fuck out of everything. And then the timer ran out on us. We didn't know where the last extraction was going to spawn at. And it spawned pretty far from us, like literally across the map. And we were running to get there. And literally, like, when the timer ran out completely and it left us, I was like 5 feet away from the extraction gun. I was so fucking close, dude. I'm like, you motherfucker.
There should have been some achievement, for that.
And I've also had it to where I've ran to the extraction last minute and got out. Like we were the last team. We got there in time and we got out. You know what I mean? So I've had that happen too. So yeah, like I said, like there's a timer, there's 25-minute matches. They go pretty quick though. Once you're in the match, you think like, 25 minutes is long.
You better get busy, right? You better not fuck around.
Yeah, you have to kind of focus on your shit that you're doing, whether it's looting, whether it's fighting, whether it's whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game, dude. I'm loving it.
All right. Yeah, I never got to play the stress test at all. I was out all weekend. I remember when I think I asked Brink about it. So then, by the time I got home Sunday, and then it was still going till probably midnight or whatever, I was like, I'm not going to bother. It's too late.
And there is proximity chat you can trigger on both the console and the PC. So you default this open mic with your team, and then you can trigger proximity chat and you can talk to other players that are near you.
Okay.
So the one match when I was by myself, I was kind of up on like this rooftop, and I was the assassin guy. I was kind of up there hiding like invisible, and I heard footsteps, and I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? And this guy came running like right underneath me, dude. and I literally just opened up proximity chat, and I was like, hey, you, and he's like, oh fuck, he's like, yeah, I'm like, are you cool, man? Like, are you gonna shoot me if you see me? He's like, oh no, not if you don't shoot me. I'm like, all right, keep walking then. I told him I told him I could literally kill you right now, dude. I can see you. I know where you're at. You don't know where I'm at, but I already know where you're at. So I can shoot you if I wanted to, but I haven't. I'm just making sure you're friendly. And he was kind of cool. He was like, no, I'm not, man. I'm cool. I'll look the other way if you do. I'm like, all right, cool. So he kind of went about his way and he triggered an extraction. And then he was like, "Hey, you can get in here if you want." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good, dude. I still got a mission to do. You can go ahead and extract. I'm gonna continue my mission." And so yeah, I had matches like that, but I've also had matches where I've had other players talk shit to me. Like one guy, he got mad because we were fighting him, and it was me, Brink, and Pigeon, and I knocked him out. So like he like was downed. I downed him, and then his teammate downed me next to him. And he's like, "Get the fuck away from me, man! I don't want to die next to you." It's like, get the hell away from me. It was pretty funny.
I probably would have been like, dude, yo, you hear me? Yeah, I hear it. Yay, just drop all your shit. Okay, we know you're behind the building. Just drop all your shit and run like a little coward, like a little bitch. You got one chance at this.
Yeah, I mean, the game is fun though, man. Like I said, I'm having a blast with it. I like the fact that I don't have to craft anything. Yes, I technically have to go and gather the items and then buy them or whatever I'm buying. I need certain items. I get that. Like, I guess you do that the same thing for Ark, where you have to go get the items to craft. It's just the crafting part itself. I hate doing that. I hate having the crafting table. So it's just like it's easy to click on a menu and just click through shit on the menu. That's one thing I like about the way Bungie did this. They don't make you walk around some hub and go all the way over here to talk to this vendor and walk all the way over here to talk to the other. It's like, no, you got the corporations are right there on the fucking menu. You click on the shit you want to do. You click on the shit you want to upgrade, and boom, you're ready to go. You know what I mean? You click your loadout. You fucking equip your shit. You have your contract ready to go, and you start the match, and boom, like right away in the next match. Let's go. You know what I mean? It's kind of quick, you know, and that's one thing I like about the game. So yeah, I'm loving it, dude. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. There's some really cool guns. There's some really powerful guns. Some of those sniper rifles are super OP. They're like one shot to the head. Even if you have a blue shield, you're gonna go down. I've had that happen to me before, where I had a blue shield on, and this dude just happened to snipe me in the head, and like my character went right to the ground. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? One shot, and I had a blue shield on, and you were able to fucking shoot me from across the map with the fucking sniper rifle and knock me out. Like, that's fucking bullshit.
Like, we're not playing Battlefield here, asshole. Come on.
But there's also like there's self revives and shit you can find. You can also buy the self revives. If you upgrade a certain vendor, I forget which one it is, you can unlock the self revives. But you can find them around too in like high loot and high like tier loot area, where like the loot is more like better. In some of those areas you can find these self revives, or you can sometimes find them on other players. So yeah, there's that. I said I'm loving the game, dude. It's really fun. For me, it's a good extraction shooter. The shooting feels legit. The characters are all cool looking. They're all pretty. They have all pretty cool abilities. Yeah. But my go-to is the triage guy, the medic. That's my main character, bro. Like, I don't want to use any of the other ones because I hate not having the ability to heal my teammates or myself when we get in a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the other ones have cool abilities, but like not as cool as the triage guy. Like being able to like revive somebody without standing next to their body instantly by just shooting them with my little fucking ability thing, my main ability thing, like that's so important to have in the match. And even if two of the players are down, say two of my guys went down next to each other and they're both right next to each other, I can revive them both at the same time with the one ability if they're close to each other. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. Like I said, all these main abilities are all like I think the main abilities have 180-second timer. So like a 3-minute timer maybe. And then the regular abilities have a 60-second timer. So like your main one is 180 seconds. Your other one is 60 seconds. So yeah, and each of them have different ones. Like I said, the assassin's main ability, that dude, he's more like a stealth character. Like I said, he throws down this smoke grenade thing, and as soon as he's in the smoke, he turns invisible, so he can run through the smoke invisible. So that fucker, it's really hard to see him when you're in the smoke, dude, because you can't see shit in the smoke. And this fucker's invisible, so he could be in there knifing the fuck out of you. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Yeah.
I've done
Especially
it. I've done it
indoors.
to yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it to people
In a
where
building.
I'll run at them or they'll run at me, and I drop down the smoke really quick, and they lose me, and I'm just knifing the fuck out of like three different guys, like just fucking them up with my knife, because the melee damage is really big in this game. Like you can break shields and shit with the melee damage, and you can knock somebody out like with one hit. If they have a broken shield and you keep hitting them, they're gonna go down pretty quick. So yeah, I've told Brink and Pigeon a few times. We're like, fuck it, dude, I'm just gonna run at this guy with my knife. And sure enough, I'll run at them with my knife and I fuck him up pretty good. They're like, God damn, Jesus, you fucked that guy up. I'm like, yeah, the knife is the key, dude. Like, fuck the guns.
Right.
Because
You know where the gunfire is coming from. Yeah.
yeah, you have to reload eventually or switch guns. You know what I mean? With the fucking knife, you just keep swinging and swinging and swinging, like you don't stop swinging. You eventually will get the motherfucker. You know what I mean? The gun runs out of ammo, dude. You know they have to reload, or they have
Yeah.
to switch their weapon. You know, so it takes time. But yeah, fun game, man. I fucking love it. I'm enjoying it a lot, Gunny. I think everyone should play it. It's really fucking good. I'm surprised.
Yeah. So with you playing this, I mean, this is the first I've heard of you, unless you played Arc Raiders. I can't remember if you played it or
I
not.
did, but never to this point. Never to like where I want to play it every day. Never to like where I'm like strategizing in my head about the game. You know what I mean? Like it's never been to that point. And that's the weird thing about this game. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if it's the bungee shooting or what the fuck has me hooked on this game. Something's got me though, Gunny.
I mean, yeah, Halo, Destiny 1 and 2. I mean, yeah, that's very solid.
Like I don't know if it's the subliminal messages and the weird ass cutscenes that they have, because the cutscenes in this game are fucking weird, dude. It's all like fucking neon colors and like fucking like weird trippy 90s fucking retro like weird looking shit, like weird cutscenes, man, weird as fuck, like a bee sucking on a wire or something, and then it cuts over and it's like a dead body floating, and then it cuts over. It's like a server, and then there's green colors, yellow colors, blue colors, bright ass red, bright ass orange, like weird neon looking colors. It's like, what the fuck? These cutscenes are weird as fuck.
I feel like they should be playing rave music at that time.
Yeah, like they should. It was really bizarre to me. But I told Brink, I swear to God, there's like subliminal messaging in these fucking cutscenes. It has
Yeah.
to be in this game, dude. Because there's no other thing I can explain. Because I don't like extraction shooters, and I've told you my reasons why I didn't like Arc Raiders. I didn't like the crafting and the stuff. But this game, I fucking love it, dude. I'm like playing the fuck out of it, trying to like unlock skins for my guy. Like I already unlocked like 3 different armor sets for my triage character. I'm leveling them up. I'm leveling shit. I'm trying to upgrade like the melee damage, all the corporations. I'm trying to do all that. Like it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Really bizarre, man. But yeah. Other than that though, Gunny, other game that I played of course was some more Battlefield. And Battlefield is just Battlefield. They added the new season. It's been out for a few weeks now, since like March something, maybe late February. The newest thing they added was a new map. This map is a meat grinder. It reminds me of the prison map on Battlefield 4, I think. It was that prison that was on the mountain. It's like kind of like on the cliffside. And it's like a long tunnel. It's just like a long tunnel. It's like a prison. That's what this map is. It's like you're in a long tunnel and you're trying to fight for the objectives back and forth, and it's a pretty hectic matches. And they have a night mode. I haven't played the night mode, but they do have that in there right now. And I don't know what else they're going to do for this season. But besides that, though, another game that I played that just came out this week, actually, or last week, was Crimson Desert.
Yeah, I was looking at it. But I bought a couple other games. Just, I don't know. Yeah.
I picked this
I've
up.
been watching streams.
I picked it up on a whim, right? Because I'm like, I don't know. To me, everything that people are saying, I'm just gonna put me off. Let me tell you, Gunny, was I wrong? I was wrong. This game is fucking awesome. Now, let me explain to you why it's fucking awesome. So I bought it on the PS5, playing on the PS5 Pro right now. The game runs pretty decent. I mean, I don't know. I ran it on my TV and I ran it on my monitor, and I prefer the monitor over the TV. I've also played it on the Portal. So I played it in 3 different locations. I prefer the monitor the best. I'm playing with the controller, of course. But the game, it's fucking dope, dude. It's so fucking good to me. I don't know. You know what it reminds me of, Gunny? This is what I told Brink and Iams earlier. It reminds me of Skyrim mixed with a little bit of the Witcher kind of fantasy shit, mixed with like so it's like Skyrim, Witcher.
Is there some Dragon's Dogma 2 in there a little bit? Like it just
Yes.
I don't know, camera angle a little bit. Not saying it is, but
Kinda, yeah. So there's kind of like a little bit of Dragon's Dogma in there, but it's like Skyrim, Witcher,
third person.
and like sci-fi, like Assassin's Creed sci-fi bullshit. Like, remember like all the in Assassin's Creed, like all the weird like time travel bullshit, like fucking like the fucking Abstergo fucking artifacts and shit. Remember that from Assassin's Creed, like all the artifacts. Well, this has that like that bullshit. It has like the artifact bullshit. Like you find these artifacts and like next thing you know you're like in some fucking like loading screen that looks like a fucking
Assassin's Creed 4, was it? Yeah.
It looks like Assassin's Creed loading screens. Like it looks like you're in Assassin's Creed all of a sudden. You're like, what the fuck? I'm playing Assassin's Creed. What the hell's going on right now? So yeah, it's a mix of that. So it's a mix like The Witcher, Assassin's Creed, Skyrim, a little bit of Dragon's Dogma too. Okay, so this game starts off, Gunny. You're this guy. You're Cliff. You're a mercenary with the Greymanes. They're called the Greymanes, and you guys are chilling in like your cabin or whatever, your camp, and shit goes haywire off the bat. Like you're talking to your crew, right? They're talking about how a couple of your guys died because they got ambushed by these guys called the something bears, Black Bear Clan or something like that, or the Bear Clan or something like that. Whatever the fuck they're called, like the Bear Cubs or something. I don't know. This other fucking clan of mercenaries, right? Apparently the Greymanes used to fight for this guy named Pyloon. Pyloon used to be the emperor of that continent. And apparently there was like a war with the emperor and someone else that was trying to overthrow him. The Greymans were the ones fighting on the emperor's side. The other guys, the bear or whatever the fuck they're called, they were fighting for the enemy. So now the Greymanes are kind of like still like doing like the noble, like we're the noble, honorable fucking mercenaries, right? We're like the guys that like you hire and we uphold the Payloon whatever ways or whatever, right? And the other guys are kind of like, fuck it, we don't want to fucking fuck you guys, we're gonna fuck you all up. We don't care about rules, fuck your honor, fuck the bullshit, right? So the game starts off, these guys ambush 2 of your guys and killed them. So you start off, you guys are burying your 2 friends. Then you guys are like talking or whatever about getting revenge, whatever the fuck. And then all shit goes to shit, Gunny, all right? All of it goes to shit real quick. The fucking bear motherfuckers, they start attacking your camp while you're having dinner. So they kind of like catch you guys by surprise and they start fucking everybody up, right? Right off the get-go, they fuck your whole squad up. Everyone gets fucked up and they kick you off a cliff. You're pretty much dead, I think. They kick you off this cliff and everyone gets scattered to the wind. Like the whole clan, all the Greymanes kind of scatter, right? Everyone kind of runs their separate ways or tries to get away or whatever. You wake up, you're like, what the fuck happened? You survive somehow. And the game starts off with you like going to this town and kind of like learning about the world. So you're kind of like in this little town. It's not really little, but I mean, it's like this town that you're in. And you're kind of just running around doing whatever. Like the main quest, there's main quests, but there's also like side quests. There's a lot of side quests. And right away, right off the rip, dude, I found out that like the game is best played just fucking exploring around. Just doing whatever the fuck you feel like doing, Gunny. Whatever you feel like doing, you could probably do in this game, dude. I swear to God. I've petted cats. I've walked around with the cat on my arms, like just walking around with this cat around town, just doing whatever, just walking around with this cat. I petted dogs.
You
I
can pet
caught,
the dog in this game.
yeah, you can pet the cats, pet the dogs. You can like run into like side quests with like shopkeepers or have side quests for you. Sometimes you can like look at like wanted posters, like bounty posters, and go hunt down the bounty and bring him in. And the guy will tell you like, hey, if you bring him in dead, we'll give you half the bounty, but if you bring the guy in alive, we'll give you the full amount. And you go and hunt down these targets, like these bounty targets. There's fucking there's like just random shit. Like you can steal shit if you get like this mask. You can pickpocket people. You can break into houses and steal shit. Um, and like yeah, man, it's just like Skyrim, kind of like Witcher and Skyrim. Like the world is like very Witcher and Skyrim. Like there's dragons, there's mechs, there's guns, there's swords. It feels like very Game of Thrones. The way that people talk is very Game of Thrones, like British sounding. Like
Yeah, I definitely get that from the voice
oh,
acting.
hey, my lord, like shit like that. Fucking, fucking like all these British like Game of Thrones talk. But the world is like fantasy, but like fantasy sci-fi, where there's definitely like some sci-fi shit in there too. Like I said, the weird artifacts and the shit you find, and like I've been doing like random quests for the last day and a half, Gunny. All right, and and they're fucking cool, man. Like I've been like to some areas where like the just the world is so fucking awesome in this game. I gotta say, like the world is impressive. Everywhere you see, right? Everywhere you see in the map, you can go there. You can.
It's a big map too, right? It's huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
it is huge. It is probably one of the biggest maps I've ever played on anything, dude. It is fucking.
Is there fast travel in the game?
Yes, there's fast travel. You have to unlock these little points. You stand on these stones, and it unlocks the fast travel points. But you got to find them. They're not just like it's not like Assassin's Creed where it tells you where they're at. No, you have to. Everything in this game, Gunny, every vendor you talk to, every NPC you talk to, you have to physically go up to them and engage in a conversation with that vendor to know what that vendor sells. If you don't go and talk to that vendor, all that'll show on the map is a question mark. Until you go and talk to that vendor, then you'll know that, oh, he's the fisherman of the village. This guy is the meat butcher or whatever. This guy sells the herbs. This guy sells potions and like alchemy shit. This guy sells weapons. This guy's the armor forger guy. This guy is the stables guy. This guy is the guy that sells the horse equipment, like the horse tack and shit. So there's different like icons everywhere, but they're all question marks. So you don't know what the fuck anything is. You like sometimes like an animal will be walking by you, Gunny, and instead of saying like, oh, that's a fucking deer, no, it'll just have question marks on it until you scan the deer or whatever, look at it or whatever, or touch it or try to pet it or something, or catch it or kill it. Then it'll say, okay, now you know what a deer is. Now you know what a frog is. Now you know what a cockroach is. Now you know what a spider is. Now you know what this fish is. Like everything is a question mark until you interact with it.
Sort of like a No Man's Sky kind of thing, right? Until you interact with it or scan it.
Yeah.
Nice.
The world though is beautiful. It's fucking impressive what they've done with the water in the game. The water looks real as fuck in some areas. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like this water looks crazy.
Let me ask you, Jesus. So you bought this on the PS5 Pro.
Yes.
So I don't know when. I've been kind of following it for the last week or so, and I don't know if it's happened already or not. But if it got the PSSR 2.0 or not,
I'm not 100% sure on that. I think it does.
We're going to read an article. I'm going to read an article later on it, or you can.
But it's
basically
it's
just what
it's good. It runs good. I've had no issues at all. And I'm running at 120 frames. I'm running it on my monitor at 1440p. It runs stunning. It's fucking amazing. I haven't had any issues with it, really. I know people complain about some of the pop-in, which, of course, it's there. But it's a massive fucking world. I'm talking like, dude, like, anywhere you look, Gunny, anywhere, you can be standing on top of a cliff and see a giant fucking castle-looking thing 7,000 meters away. Okay, it'll be 7,000 meters away, and you can see it barely through the fog or to whatever, and you think to yourself, "I want to go there. How do I get there?" You could just start.
Can you pin it on the map or
You,
whatever, that
you
question mark, and then is it
no,
like an
because
Assassin's Creed where it'll
no,
guide you to it
no, everything's a fog of war. Everything's fog of war. So
until you discover
when
that
you
area?
when you see it on the map, you can guess, okay, it's over here somewhere, and you can try to set a
Start heading
marker on.
west. Yeah.
You can set a marker on your map anywhere, even if it's a fog of war location. You can set a marker there and say, "I'm gonna run over here and find out what's here," and the marker will always be there as you're running, but it won't like have a question mark on it unless you get close to it. And then the question marks appear when the fog of war clears up. Um, you can go there though, and usually there's something there for you to do and interact with. The NPCs are the best I've ever seen in a game, though, Gunny. Honest to God, the NPCs. This game should show everyone else how to make NPCs, because the way the NPCs react to the things that you do in this game is honestly pretty fucking stunning to me. Because like one time I was in a bar, right? And I saw these question marks, and I'm like, I already talked to everyone here. And I'm like, oh fuck, there's an upstairs. So I went upstairs and I found this room where everyone was smoking like hookah, dude. They're all in there smoking hookah and
Smoking some
bongs,
ganja, bro.
and they're fucking gambling in there. They're like playing like dominoes or something, gambling on the table. And it like I accidentally went to like talk to someone, and I pressed R1 instead of L1, and I pulled out my sword and swung it around real quick. And
Uh-oh.
everyone just kind of like got scared. Like they didn't run or nothing, but they kind of like backed up on me, like kind of like put their arms up and backed up. And they're like, "Hey man, what the fuck's your problem? You know, like put that shit away. Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
You smoke
fucking
too much
weirdo?
ganja, man.
Like you fucking weirdo. What the fuck is wrong with you?" And they kind of like back off of you. And like sometimes when like you pull out a sword in front of a guard, the guard will pull out his sword and be like, "Hey man, put your shit away." Or sometimes they'll just warn you, like, "Hey man, put that shit away." Or sometimes they'll be like, they'll pull out their sword and be like, "Hey, you want to fucking fight, guy? Like, what the fuck are you doing right now? Put that fucking sword out. Like, put that shit away. Like, what the fuck are you doing?" Or like you'll walk into a location and like as you're fighting enemies, and like you're fighting like 5 different guys, and you're fucking hacking and slashing everyone. Sometimes you'll like kind of like run at someone and kind of like tackle them, and you fucking stab them through the throat or something, and their friend will be next to them, and their friend will kind of fall on the ground like shocked, like what the fuck, like holy shit, this guy just fucked this dude up. And like sometimes they'll try to run away from you, sometimes they'll continue fighting you, but the NPCs are cool, man. Like the way they react to fire, the way they react to other enemies, the way they react to being robbed, the way they react to being, you know, seeing something crazy happen in the world. They react to all that. They react to what you do to them. They react to what the world is doing to them. It's pretty incredible, in my opinion. Just the way they do it is so well done.
I think the combat's pretty amazing. I was watching I try not to watch too much because I know eventually I'll pick this game up. But I was watching the streamer, and then he like grabbed an enemy. I think he had him by the legs and was swinging him around. I was like, what the fuck? Kind of like, you know, like what you would do with your small children, you know, like you're flying or whatever, you know, like, and he's like trying to swing, right? Trying to hit other enemies in the little bandit camp. And he lets go, Jesus, and he fucking like bangs into this fucking rock, dude, and like fucking like just had to have broken the guy's back or whatever. Like he was dead. Like no way he could have fucking survived that. Yeah. And then just like that was, I was laughing, dude. It was just the physics of it was so cool.
Yeah, so there's a really cool thing in this game where as you're fighting sometimes, so you're fighting a boss or you're fighting a regular enemy, it'll have this thing where like you kind of learn by seeing people do shit. So like you'll be playing and all of a sudden like
that was the other thing about this game. Yeah.
The game will kind of pause in the middle of the fight, and it'll be like, "Hey, like you've learned this new ability," and you'll be like, "What the fuck?" And this new ability will be like now you learn how to like run and stab someone, or now you learn how to swing your shield around, or now you learn how to like tackle this guy and stab him at the same time, or how to throw this guy off a cliff, or how to kick someone, like kind of do like a Jackie Chan running kick at them. You learn how to do that. So yeah, I've had really cool moments and really cool fights with some enemies that like was like, oh fuck, I learned that cool move now. Now I know how to do this move. There's a lot of moves to learn in the game with the controls because there's a lot of combining L1, R1 and R2 and L1. L1 is blocking and parrying. R1 is light attack. R2 is heavy. Then you combine that with triangle, circle, square, and X. Sometimes you press circle and square. Sometimes you press triangle, circle. Sometimes you press X, circle, triangle, R1, L2, whatever. Like, it's different combos and shit you can learn. But when you're fighting the basic enemies, R1 and R2 are the way to go. Like, just keep smashing those two. You're gonna fuck them all up. You're gonna fuck everybody up. Yeah,
Is that just block and light attack? Is what you're referring to?
That's just light and heavy attacks. Then you can.
On the L1 R1. Okay.
No, R1 R2 is attack. L1 is block and parry. So like, and then you press parry every once in a while, and then you learn if you learn how to dodge early on. You could press circle and dodge people. So like they come at you with some crazy attack, you can just kind of dodge out of the fucking way and keep fighting. So yeah, I've had some pretty cool fights in the game. I fought this dude that was like I fought two main bosses so far. One of them was this like little goblin looking motherfucker that had taken over a guild of merchants in a city, Gunny, and he was making these guys do like fucked up shit to the village, right? Like steal people's money, steal shit, fucking threaten people, kill people, threaten people's houses, burn houses down. This guy was pretty much being a fucking terror, right? So when I went to go confront his clan, one of his guys was like, hey man, look, I was supposed to be the rightful king of our clan, but this motherfucker kind of showed up and became the king. If you kill him, I promise you I'll set everything straight. Like, we don't want to fight you. We don't want to be against you. We'll help out the city. We'll make amends. And we appreciate your help. So I ended up fighting this little goblin motherfucker. And he was quick, dude. And that fight was really cool. Then I went and did a lot more stuff. Like 12 hours later, fought this other dude that was like some devil motherfucker. He would call himself some like sort of devil or something. And he had like this crazy ability where he can like teleport himself everywhere and he can make copies of himself. So sometimes I was fighting like 10 of them. Sometimes I was fighting him and another one. Sometimes I would go to swing at him and he would fucking teleport out of the way and then spawn behind me and fuck me up. That guy was a pretty hard fight, dude. I'm not sure I was really well equipped to fight him. I just had a lot of healing stuff on me. So I was able to heal up a lot and continue healing and fighting him. But yeah, that guy, that was a cool fucking fight. It was very cinematic, very cool looking. Like I said, people complain about the story in this game. I just don't see it, man. To me,
yeah, I haven't watched any full reviews or anything like that. That has
like
deterred me.
People keep telling me like, oh, the reviewers keep saying the story is the weakest part. But to me, I'm like, dude, Skyrim didn't have a good story. It really didn't. At the end of the day, like, the main quest was kind of like whatever. What I enjoyed about Skyrim was exploring the world and finding myself in random situations where I'm like, how the fuck did I end up here? Like, how the fuck am I here now? Like, what the fuck did I do to get in this cave? And how do I get the fuck out of here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why am I fighting all these giant fucking spiders and shit? Like, in this game, I've ran into, like, these little kids, dude. They're like little forest children or whatever, right? Like, they're like the kids of the forest or some shit. And these little fuckers, they're always getting into shit, right? They're always like every time I run into them, they keep fucking doing shit to piss off their chief, right? Their like leader guy. And they're like, oh man, like, please help us. Like, we fucked up. Like, we need this thing. We were playing with it and we lost it and the chief is going to fucking kill us. You need to go help us get this back or whatever. And like, one thing they lost, Gunny, was like some kind of gadget, some kind of like artifact. They were fucking with like some magnifying glass or something. And it landed on top of a giant walking fucking tree. Like a giant tree, Gunny. Like, this motherfucker's like probably like 60 feet tall, maybe more, 100 feet tall. Big ass giant fucking walking fucking what's that little fucker from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The little raccoon, right?
No, the little tree. What the fuck's his name?
Oh, I'm Groot.
Groot. A big giant walking fucking Groot in this game, right? And this fucking magnifying glass is on the top of its head. And it won't give it back to the kids. The kids are like, look, man, we tried to talk to it. It won't talk to us. You need to get that back for us somehow. And if you get it back to us, I promise you we'll let you into our village. Because their village was this area that I had to go through, right? To get to this fucking bandit guy that I was trying to arrest. And the fucking village, these fucking little kids, they're like invisible, right? They can like turn invisible and like spawn in and shit. But they would I was riding my horse through there, right, Gunny? And I was riding my horse, just going really fast through the area. And then it said you've entered the so-and-so village. Be careful because it's guarded. I'm like, guarded by who? I could fuck people up, right? These little fucking bastards, they were shooting poison darts at me. So well, when the poison dart hits me, it knocks me out. So I'm riding my horse through the city, right? And I get to the main part of the city, and I kind of slow my horse down to look around. My guy just fucking grabbed his neck and falls off his horse. He just fell off the horse onto the ground. And then I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, what the fuck? I just died? I'm like, how the hell did I die? And a cutscene starts. And there's the little kids running up to me saying oh, did we kill him? Oh no, he's not dead. And then they kind of drag you outside the town to a campsite and kick you out. And I could try to go in again. They did it to me again. I tried to go in 4 times. They fucking did it to me 4 times.
Oh, so it's probably gated or something for further the story.
But no, then next thing you know, there's a little fucker on the tree standing next to the trees, leaning against the tree. He's like, hey man, they said talk to him. So I went to go talk to him, and he's like, hey, look, he's the little fucker that told me about the magnifying glass on top of the giant walking tree's head. And he's like, hey, look, if you give me this thing, I'll make sure to help you come into our village. I'll talk to the other kids, and I'll tell them to let you through, and you will be able to come through our village and come visit anytime. And I'm like, okay, so that's why I did that quest. And that was just random. I didn't even seek that out, Gunny. I did not seek it out. I didn't even think about seeking it out. I was just cruising through the world trying to do random side objective shits. Another thing that happened to me was I was running through the mountains, right? And next thing you know, all these dudes in black robes spawned in they kind of spawned in they kind of teleported in. And they were teleporting. I'm like, what the fuck? And they were chasing me, Gunny, and they were teleporting, shooting arrows at me through this canyon. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to get away from them. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? And they're fucking me up. Well, you know what I was doing, Gunny? I was on the same path that I was on when I went to go fight the devil dude. Because when I went to go track down that devil boss guy, I went through that same canyon and the same enemies were spawning. And I'm like, this is the canyon these fuckers were spawning in. This is who they are. I'm like, I was triggering that by just running through here and not even being on that quest. And let me tell you what this game does, Kenny, that other games, I haven't seen many other games do this. You can finish things in this game before you even have to do them. Now, let me explain, right? I had a mission for this guy that was go cut down some trees for me and get fine timber so I can upgrade my smithy shop or whatever. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll do this lame-ass fucking quest because it's a beginner quest. Whatever. I'm walking, right, Gunny? I get to the tree area. I start cutting down the trees. I'm chilling, right? Pick up the little fucking tree things, get them in my inventory, and I'm walking back across the river, and I see these guys arguing across the river. They got all these crates and shit around them, all these barrels and crates and shit all around them. And there's 3 of them. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing over there? So I kind of walk up to them, and they're arguing about, one of them is yelling at the other guys about the loot. He's like, why the fuck did you guys bring all this shit over here? He's like, this shit is useless. I don't need none of this stuff. We need the gold. We need jewelry. What the fuck is all this shit? And they're like, well, this is all we could get. This is all we could get. And the guy's like, what the fuck? He's like, who the fuck are you? And he looks at me and he's like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just chilling, guys. And they're like, oh, fuck you, man. We're going to fuck you up, right? So they start fighting me. I killed all of them, Gunny, right? It's 3 of them. I killed them all. And I go on about my way, right? I'm thinking, oh, these were just some bandits, whatever. I ran into them, whatever. Some enemies that spawned randomly in the map. I continue on my quest. About 7 hours later, Gunny, I get this quest from a guy that tells me, hey, these fucking bandits showed up at my house and they stole all my cows and shit, and they stole all my shit. I need you to go find my cows. So I go find these cows. They're all dead. I come back to him and I'm like, hey, dude, your cows are dead. He's like, well, what? Okay, whatever. Then I go to the next guy and he's like, hey, they stole my shit. Like, they stole my stuff. I'm like, okay, well, where do you think they went? He's like, I don't know. I think they went that way. So I'm like going that way where the marker is, right? Where the mission marker is at. And that mission marker was at the exact location where I killed those 3 guys, Gunny. And when I showed up there, guess what? They were still dead.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They didn't respawn.
Dead.
Yeah, for the mission.
They didn't respawn. They were already dead. I had already killed them. So all I had to do was, it said, kill the bandits and take the whatever stuff they stole from this dude. So I picked up some, like it said, like mystery liquid or something. It said, pick this up. So I picked it up. I picked up some other stuff, and I walked back to the dude, and I give him the mystery liquid, and he's like, whoa, you found this? And I'm like, yeah, is it yours? He's like, yeah, of course it's mine. I'm like, bullshit, it's yours, dude. You fucking liar. He's like, this is gonna fit. He's like, this is gonna get me so much coin. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you found this. I can't believe you just gave me this. And I'm like, what the fuck did I give him? Because I don't know what I gave him. It just said mystery potion. I do not know what the fuck it was. I don't know what I gave him. I must have given him something good. And he took off. And the crazy part was, like, to me was about that whole quest was that I had killed the bandits before I even had that quest. And they stayed dead. They were like dead. Like there was no respawning them in, no enemies over there. They were fucking dead. I had already fucked them up and killed them long before I even knew that there was going to be a quest.
Did you ever stop to think about this, Jesus? There's probably something in the game where you probably didn't need to give him that mystery, whatever, the potion thing, right? Like that could have went somewhere else as well, just to tie that in.
It could have. And like the other crazy part is, Gunny, this game has a thing in the game where you can literally go and just fight the bosses right off the get-go. So if
probably
you
a YouTuber out there who's already done it. Yeah.
You can run to the main bosses, the main enemy bosses around the map. There's maps out there that IGN and other websites have made that show where the bosses are at, kind of like the area that they're generally in. You can run there and just fucking fight them. Just be like, I'm going to fight you right now. Like, fuck you, dude. I'm just going to fight you right now. Fuck the quest. Fuck all that shit. I'm just going to fight you right off the get-go. Like, you can literally start
somebody over there with 10 health, 10 health bar trying to fuck them up.
Trying to fucking fight the big boss. Yeah, like, it's so cool. The game just lets you do that. Lets you do whatever. It's like, the game's like, do whatever, dude. Do whatever. You want to invest in the bank? You can go to the bank and invest your money, buy a gold bar and invest it. And then it'll say, like, okay, you can invest it at a high risk interest, or like where like it can get you 40 to 50% profits, or you can lose 40 to 50% of your money. You could do a mid risk where you might lose 15% of your money, but you might gain 20%, or you can do a low risk where you gain only 2 to 5% of your money every day.
I was curious what you do with the gold bars.
And you just take them to the bank and you can invest them or you can cash them out. You can be like, I want my money from this gold bar. And they'll pay you out whatever. Like, it'll be like, okay, this bar is worth 500 coin. Here you go. Or this bar, you can invest it and come back tomorrow and check your balance. And then you just leave and come back the next day and you check the balance and it'll say it went up 2%, it went up 3%, it went up 4%, whatever. Like, that's fucking crazy in this game. Like, this game, it does cool shit like that where, like, you're like, to me, it feels like I'm role playing like in this fucking world and I'm just in there like fucking around. Like, I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want. I'm gonna just fucking run around. I might do some main quest here and there, but I'm just fucking exploring, running around. The weather affects your character. So like there is like a weather, I want to say a temperature gauge on your character. There's a green zone, right, where he's like normal. There's the red where he starts to get a little bit hot. So your stamina drains a little bit quicker. You get tired faster, whatever. Your horse gets tired faster. There's also a cold meter where like it starts going down to the blue. You're a little bit cold. You might have to bundle up more. You have to change out your gear, kind of watch what you're wearing. Maybe start a fire, stand next to the fire. You get warmer. But what's cool about the game is the gauge is affected by shadows. So if you're in the sun, you're hotter. If you step in the shadow of the building, you get cooler. This dumb shit like that like makes the game like kind of pretty immersive. You're like, this is pretty fucking immersive, dude. The other cool thing about the game, it does a thing where like Zelda, where like in Breath of the Wild and stuff, where you have to cook to heal yourself. You have to eat food, and you can eat raw items. You can eat like a raw piece of meat or an apple or whatever.
Maybe some
right?
corn. There's a lot of
Whatever.
corn in this game.
A lot of stuff. You can find everything. Like you can make like lots of there's a million recipes I think in this game, because there's like there's recipes you can buy. There's recipes you can learn just by finding them. Everything that you pick up though that you need to read, you have to physically read it. So you have to sometimes you have to open up your inventory and read whatever you picked up to learn that recipe. Once you learn the recipe, you can sell that paper to whatever vendor or whatever. You can just sell it to them. Be like, I want to sell this to you, and then boom, boom, they buy it, and you're good. You get rid of the inventory, free up some space in your inventory.
Do you get a home or a bed or anything like that?
So now I'm in chapter 3, and in chapter 3 you get a camp, and this camp is like your base for like the Greymanes. So you're trying to find all your Greymane buddies around like that were scattered around, So you're getting like, oh, I heard a rumor there's a Greymane in this city talking about, he's a Greymane. So you go to the city, you kind of look around and you find out like, oh, this is just an imposter. Or you find out like, oh, this is one of my buddies. Like, oh shit, like, hey dude, like we have a camp up here. If you want to go up there, you can, whatever. And they're like, oh fuck yeah. Like, hey, and I heard where this other 2 people are. That I heard that they were over here. So then you go find those 2 people and they're like, hey, you guys can join us too. And then they join you. Once you start building up your base or whatever, you can also run around with your crew. So say I'm doing the side quest, right? I'm doing the quest where I'm bounty hunting. I can say group up with me. And all the people that are unlocked that I can, because you can switch to different characters like GTA. So I can switch over to this chick right now, and then it'll kind of like zoom out in the sky and kind of load into her wherever she's at on the map, whatever she's doing. If she's at a tavern, if she's at she's in the forest walking around, if she's in the middle of a combat, if she's in the middle of a fight, you spawn in on her and you're in the middle of the fight now. Now you got to finish this fight, whatever she was fighting. So like everyone's doing their own thing, right? And then, but you can do this thing called like group up, and then it'll kind of like pull everybody back to the base and spawn you all in there. And then they follow you around and they fight with you and they fuck people up with you, and you do combat with them and you do missions with them, like side quests. You can do all the side quests with them. It won't let you do main story missions with them, because one of the missions that I was trying to do with them was I got there and it said, this is Cliff's story. Like you can't continue this quest with this chick in a group. Like you have to disband the group. Okay. So I had to disband the group and I had to continue on by myself, right? But like most of the side quests are doable with your side characters. Like you can just have them run around with you and be like your backup, kind of, you know what I mean? So you run into bandits, you fuck them all up with your teammate or whatever. It's kind of a cool little thing, like, you know what I mean? You fuck them all up. Cool. So like, yeah, this game is pretty deep, man. It has, like I said, the mechanics are pretty deep in terms of the combat is pretty deep, learning the combos and learning the fighting. There's times where I had to go back to the codex to kind of be like, okay, what did this thing say about this tutorial that I had to do this and this and this? And I'm like, oh, that's what I had to do. Okay, and boom. And then like, yeah, like you find these little artifacts like around, sometimes they're like on a kind of like on a shrine. It looks like a shrine kind of. You walk up to it and you see this artifact, you pick it up, you put it in your pocket, you kind of carry it with you. And this artifact will be like, it'll unlock for you if you complete the thing that it tells you to do. So sometimes it'll be like, within 1 minute, you need to kill 10 guys with your sword or whatever. Or within 30 seconds, you have to tackle 5 guys and arrest them or tie them up or whatever. Or this one will be like, some of them will be like within, in one night, you need to destroy these 10 different things without getting caught. Like, don't get caught doing this, and you will complete this. Once you complete that, you unlock that sphere or whatever, or like it's like a cube, kind of like a sphere cube. type thing. It'll unlocks and it'll give you whatever it's in it. Like sometimes it'll be like a perk, sometimes it'll be a weapon, sometimes it'll be like a certain ability, like a new fighting move or whatever. So it'll teach you different things, right? It'll be like you unlock different things with these artifacts. So you pick them up, you do whatever the hell it tells you to do, and you can do it whenever. Like there's some that I haven't done because I don't know what to do. Like one of them was destroy 10 banners at nighttime without getting caught. So that means I have to go to like a castle and destroy their fucking banners at nighttime without getting caught. I'm like, that's kind of like, I don't know, that seems kind of hard, man. Like there's a lot of guards everywhere. How the fuck am I not gonna get caught here? Like this seems a little hard. Like there's another one where it says like tackle 3 guys within 10 seconds and tie them up. But I'm like, okay, like how? I don't know how to tackle people. Like I know how to fucking kill them and throw them around. I just don't know how to tackle them. Like how do I tackle them to the ground and make them stay there and tie them up? Like that's
especially if there's 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all trying to fight me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's a tough one. Like I'm figuring out. I need to Google that. I think I'm gonna have to Google that one and figure out how to tie those people up. But yeah, like the game is really cool, man. I really am enjoying the world. I'm enjoying the different characters that I'm running into. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's got on Metacritic, it's got a generally favorable 78. Yeah, user score 8.1. I know some people are just I don't know why they're so down on it.
I'm loving it, dude. I don't know.
Not a 9 or 10, man. So it's not fun.
No, it's good. It really is good. I recommend the game. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it runs really good on the PS5. So,
yeah, and it's already got the Pisser Tech, and it's coming with the Pisser Tech 2.0, maybe. So it's going to get even better. Hopefully.
Yeah, it runs, like I said, really good, and yeah, the game is just generally fun. Yeah, that's all I've been playing, dude. Crimson Desert Marathon.
I did finish a game after we recorded last month. Like, I don't even think I had even started playing Resident Evil Requiem. Requiem just seems like so what are people calling this? Resident Evil 9? But yeah, I would say this is probably the first Resident Evil, second maybe Resident Evil game that I've actually completed. Like the last one was Resident Evil 3, I think, 4. But anyway, so yeah, playing that, and so this is like, and the way the game starts off with, you're playing as, what is her name? Not Jill, Grace Ashcroft. So FBI agent, also Leon S. Kennedy kind of comes into play, of course. And so as this FBI agent, I'm not going to spoil it too much here, but she's like, in the office, and your boss is like, you need to go back to this hotel. And even though your mother was murdered in this hotel, you need to go back there. And of course, it's a Resident Evil game, so you have to go back by yourself, right? Like, and then it was still like, like you could tell like she's, like already just scared and like just like, oh my gosh, I really have to go back in here and like look for more evidence or whatever. Like, and then like some shit takes place, and they show the flashback and and showing her mother and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty fucking sick, right? So like I was like, damn, I can't, like that's some story, like just right off the bat, like it's really good. But I would say like just thinking about me playing a little bit of Resident Evil 4 today, the remake, of course, was like, damn, every time I go back to this game, it's so fucking hard, like it just seems like so difficult, like in the beginning stages even. I think I even knocked that down to easy, but I'm still in the beginning stages of Resident Evil 4 remake. But going back to Requiem, it's really good. It's I felt like the shooting was really good. I'm playing this on Steam, playing it on the OLED 1440p monitor, HDR. It looks amazing. Yeah, gameplay's really smooth, getting high frame rates and all that good stuff. So, but I think a lot of it, like in the beginning part, you're playing in like this hospital setting, and just the way it's set up is super good. And I think maybe Jesus, I only had to like Google it one time or something, like where the fuck am I supposed to go or what am I supposed to do? But no, other than that, I just said, hey, I'm not going to do it. And even when there's a level when you get to Raccoon City, and of course, as you know, it's destroyed for the most part. From whatever fucking what is that, Resident Evil fucking 2 or 3 or whatever, where it gets destroyed. But yeah, it's super good, and just the way it's laid out and the paths you have to take to do these different things to progress the game is really fucking cool. I thought the bosses would even be harder. I'm playing it on normal, so yeah, and they were just super fun and super cool to fucking fight, and yeah, even as Leon, even so, where I'm sure you've even heard, Jesus, where when you're playing as Grace, you have your pistol and different smaller type weapons or whatever, but when you get to play the parts with Leon, who is interacting with Grace in different parts of the game, of course, where they're always like talking from across a gate or whatever, not actually together at one time or so. But playing as Leon is super cool because you got the shotgun, you've got the assault rifle. Yeah, like he's just fucking these zombies up, and like there's no tomorrow. I feel like the ammo was aplenty on this one, of course, so never felt like, oh, like I'm gonna run out of ammo. Maybe as Grace, I probably felt that way, but yeah, once you get to Leon, and he's like going after this like crazy fucking doctor or whatever, who's continued the project, whatever the hell they even called it back then. But that project got fucking shut down, and they thought they blew everything up, but oh no, here we go in this game. Yeah, so but I would say, like, story wise, I was kind of invested into the story, of course, but it wasn't like the main thing. I think mainly for me, it was really just the environments, the combat. You never know what's around the next corner, and trying to stealthily get away from these enemies that like, okay, I can kill them, but I probably got to dump 10 bullets into them. But hey, if I can grab this thing from this room, But speaking of that, backing up to where even when you're in the hospital with some of the slower zombies, I'd say, like, yeah, there might be an area where I thought it was cool where, hey, there's a table or whatever. I obviously want to lure them, to one side or the other, so I can just run around and, go out the door, go down the stairs. And again, I'm saving, ammo on that front, But yeah, that part was really cool. But yeah, I would say definitely, like, this is my game of the year so far.
Wow.
For this one, yeah. Like, I thought it was super well paced. It probably took me, I think I even logged it. It was like 28 hours, I think it was. I can't believe how fast that went. But yeah, every day, man, in the weekend I was playing it. Even, I'd come home and play it. So good way. So super good, man. I definitely recommend it. Cool stuff.
I'm gonna get it eventually, I think.
And I just play with an Xbox controller on Steam, so worked out great. So cool. Yeah, I loved all the missions. I thought they were all great. So yeah, like I was hearing some stuff. Jesus, like, oh, when you get to this part, it's not as great as the other parts, but I felt they were all good. So yeah, they were all super dope. So maybe when you get to Raccoon City, you're like, oh my gosh, which way do I go? Where do I just go? Just go find a place you haven't gone before, whatever, over a fence, kick in a window, boom, boom. Like, yeah, that part was a little bit confusing with the subways and stuff. But yeah, there was some parts, Jesus, I even doubled back to. I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to, I don't think I'm going the right way. Or, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to Google it. I'm just going to go back and try to find another way to where I think I need to go, right? Because it'll even show you on the map, like, here's that next objective, but how in the hell do you get there, So, and yeah, for the most part, like, some enemies, like, hey, if you've already killed them, they're dead already. It's not like you have to continue to keep fighting them. Unlike the hospital mission, that was a little more, yeah, they're just going to reappear or whatever, Yeah, super cool. Great game. So I really like the ending. So there was, like, I don't know how many endings there are to the game, but I don't know if I chose the good ending or the bad ending. I really don't know. So the only choice that I ever saw was at the very end of the game, which I won't spoil, but it was like, yeah, I want to do this option, right? Like, this is the option I choose. So again, not knowing if it was good or bad. But yeah, I think at the very end, I think even Leon, like, I don't think it's a spoiler or whatever, but he's talking about like, oh, I just got off the phone with fucking, like, another character or whatever. and it was kind of like maybe like a little Easter egg or something to kind of hint, at a Resident Evil 10 or something, So, which we know they're going to make another Resident Evil, so I thought that was super cool. So, yeah, yeah, good stuff, man. Great game, highly recommend. Who knows? I'll probably go back and do another playthrough. Probably on normal if it's like a new game plus. I don't think I want to really challenge myself, but I might try it since I already know the layouts of the maps or whatever. But yeah, I don't want to get too frustrated with it and quit or whatever. But yeah, other than that, little bit more. Oh, little update on Borderlands 4. So I never bought it. My kid rebought it, whatever. I think I even talked about it, right? Like, so I'm kind of going through some Borderlands 4 a little bit, just by myself or whatever, not as a co-op. Some more Megabunk over on the Steam Deck as well. But the game I bought, when did I buy this? Last night. So Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Jesus, did you ever play the Metal Gear games at all? Back on the PlayStation?
Yeah.
So I think the one that I played was for the PSP, which was Peacemaker. So, I mean, gosh, that was so long ago, right? And I'm sure I've played Metal Gear, 1 or 2 on the PlayStation 1. I'm sure at some point. But when I bought Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, it was like a special. I think on Steam right now it's like $37. You also get Metal Gear Solid 2, I believe. So, yeah, but I'll probably play that after this as well. So just kind of, relive some memories over on that game as well. But so this is a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, this one here. So I didn't know. I thought it was like a remaster is what it was that I was actually buying. So, but I really didn't know much about the story, and only playing, Metal Gear Solid 5, which is, there's like a demo on Steam. I know you played it, Jesus, but I only played like the demo a couple times, which is really good, but yeah, just never really truly got into it. So, but yeah, so far, like, the combat and the movements, I don't know, it feels like 2010, Jesus. So, and the graphics are really good. I gotta say, like, they don't feel like they're like 2026 up to date, but I know they do offer HDR, so that is enabled on my monitor, and all the lighting looks really good. But and another thing I thought of as well is, like, I thought there was a thing about when this first came out, like, oh, Hideo Kojima, he's not in the credits or whatever. I thought it was something, I was hearing just like some shit talk or whatever, because obviously he didn't leave the company on good terms. But clearly, when I'm watching the opening credits or whatever, it says, formerly directed by Hideo Kojima. So I'm like, he's clearly in here or whatever. And, and again, it's a remake. So I can clearly see his hand in this game, as I continue to play it. So, and I think I've already made it to probably, well, I guess the first part of it would be like, like the prequel or whatever, or, the opening mission or what have you. So, and man, Jesus, like even today where I was like, okay, it's getting close to 6 o'clock. I don't know. I didn't read if Maya was coming or not, but I'm waiting for you guys to be like, come on, let's go. But because those cutscenes are so long, I feel like in that like opening mission or whatever, it was like, damn, is this cutscene over yet? Like it's still going. But I gotta say, like some of the visuals and and the jets and the fucking helicopters and everything, and the voice acting by what's his name? David Hayter. He's of course voicing Snake in this one as well. So I think the only difference, Jesus, was Metal Gear Solid 5 was who was the guy from the guy from the TV show 24? I forgot his name. But yeah, other than that, it's always been David Hayter. Yeah, excellent voice acting. Yeah, really good cutscenes. Just I could definitely tell Hideo Kojima, right? He's really into like, hey, here's the story, here's what's going on, and here's what you got to blow up, you got to kill, and all this shit. So pretty cool. I think the one thing I've definitely noticed is where probably in the original games is where he'll say like you're fucking the commander guy or whatever that he's talking about. So, I'll be on this frequency 184.6, and then you're the physician, like, what the fuck was her name? Her name was like, oh, Jesus, you could tell it's Hideo Kojima, right? Because her name was Paramedic, right? Literally, Para. MEDIC. Like, I was like, fucking Kojima, right? Yeah. Yeah. And she's like, hi, I'm paramedic. Yeah. And my frequency is, this. But I don't know. I don't think it works that way, like probably in this game versus the original, because I don't think there is like an option to like pull it up and go to the correct frequency or whatever. So I think they just kind of added it in where, she'll probably just be in the menu or what have you to tell you, here's how you heal yourself or whatever, and how you treat your wounds and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of all automatic. You're not doing anything. You're just kind of watching it play out, and then you can, then treat your wounds. So, which I didn't find too difficult, like, yeah, obviously it's a cut and it's got to be sutured and treated, and yeah, took care of my shit. So far, man, I really like it. I would say that just me going into that mission, into the first mission, was like, where they're like, hey, you got to be stealthy. You're not supposed to be there. You're in Russia. Like, you're on your fucking own over here, and good luck with that. And you get a tranquilizer gun, and you're just like, yeah, like, no real gun. Are you serious? Like, no, you have to procure your own weapons, man. Like, yeah, you're just like, wow, like, like, how's that gonna work? But and and it shows, like, obviously Snake, like, how you can stealthily go through the grass or whatever, and use the correct camouflage, by the way, which I haven't quite figured out. I'm just kind of using, like, yeah, I guess it's grass is green. That's the fucking camouflage I'm going to use for my loadout or whatever, and obviously my face paint or whatever. So you probably have to match it as well. So but it's like, all right, like, the enemy always sees me or whatever. It's like, maybe I'm moving around too much. It's like, all right, tranquilizer, So yeah, I'm just like, all right, everybody's going to sleep. So yeah, I don't think I maybe successfully made it into one place without fucking somebody spotting me. Not because the game was difficult, but just because I'm like moving around too quick. So, and I'll say that probably even in that beginning mission, it's pretty forgiving. Like, it's just even telling you, like, look, there are no healing things or whatever. Like, yeah, you just kind of fucking trank everybody, and this big cutscene takes place or what have you. So yeah, it's pretty easy at first, but so far I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I'm going to continue to play it as well. So finish that one all the way through, man. One of the things is I was going to mention, like, I was talking about the Steam Deck, which I took this weekend to wife's cousin's house, and my wife's cousin, she has a 13-year-old daughter, 13, 14, I don't know. And then I'm like, hey, I know you got a Steam, or I know you have a Switch, not a Switch 2. Check this out. And so she's like, whoa, like, look at the colors pop. I'm like, yeah, it's an OLED, So she's never seen it, right? And then she's looking through the library. She's like, oh, you got Poppy Time or whatever, Like, I guess it's probably from my son's account, right? But it's on my account. And so, we left twice that day. And then, of course, we came back. By the time I came back the second time or whatever, and I was kind of watching her a little bit, like, and then shit, when I got up this morning, Jesus, like, the wife's like, why the fuck are all these charges? It was like, because I also bought Metal Gear and a Resident Evil 3 game. So I was like trying to figure out, like, man, there's like $80 here, like, but they were like in different, intervals or whatever from DLC. I was like, ah, shit. I guess she bought like all 5 episodes of Poppy Time, and like 2 other indie games. I was like, oh shit. So, but I did set for a refund, and yeah, I think I got everything back except for $20, which was because, of course, her putting 5 hours into fucking Poppy Time episode 3 or whatever, 3 and 4. So I was kind of glad to get the money back. But I was like, oh shit, I never even thought that she probably didn't even know, right? Yeah. She's probably thinking like, of course I want to download. You have to buy it. Okay. So I forgot, like, yeah, my PayPal account's on there, man. But yeah, I won't be letting some kid take my Steam Deck anymore. Yeah, other than that, Jesus, that's really all I've been playing. Mostly on Steam and Steam Deck. A little bit of Xbox. A little PlayStation.
All right. A lot of news here. Okay, let's get into some news real quick, Gunny. It's news time.
Beep, 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 beep. News time. Quiet time.
Some news. What do I have here? Oh, I guess one piece of news that I got here is Battlefield Hardline on the Xbox and PlayStation is going to be delisted from digital stores. If you want Battlefield Hardline, I suggest you go buy it now. Also, Nvidia is backpedaling on DLSS 5 AI backlash after telling people they're completely wrong. And so pretty much people were pissed off at Nvidia last week for announcing DLSS 5. And they were talking about how this new super resolution, super sampling tech, right? Like DLSS 4, DLSS 2, whatever. Pretty much DLSS 5 was shown off. It made the character look, to me, it made characters look more realistic, like more real. They look like a real person instead of like a video game character. And people were pissed off. They were calling it AI slop.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I never saw the videos.
I did. I mean, they look good. I mean, the upscaling was pretty cool, but yeah, people were calling it AI slop regardless, just because it was powered by AI.
Yeah.
So, in response to widespread backlash against what appeared to be, people were talking shit about the AI and Nvidia. The Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang fucking said that they're completely wrong. And then, but now he's backpedaled, and now he's saying that he doesn't love AI slop himself. So he says, "I think their perspective makes sense, and I can see where they're coming from because I do not love AI slop myself."
Satya Nadella's over there like, Jensen, knock it off. We don't call it that. That's what we call it.
He doesn't like AI slop himself.
Don't agree with him. You're rich, bro. We don't say that.
And in other news, Xbox Series X is getting a discount.
Yeah, I brought this in, Jesus, because I wanted to ask you about this.
Yeah.
So, so is this static? What do they call it? Is it called static pricing? I don't know. There's another terminology for it. Dynamic. Thank you.
Dynamic pricing or whatever. Every console does it. I think. Mostly PlayStation and Xbox do it too. So this is the way they do it. This is the way it works, Gunny. So they look at what you and I buy on PlayStation Store, right? And based on what you buy and what I buy, then they determine that if I buy more games than you digitally and you buy less, for example, let's say Resident Evil is on there, right? So let's say Resident Evil, all of a sudden, it'll go on sale, right? It'll be like, hey, there's a sale on Resident Evil, Gunny and Jesus. For you, Gunny, it'll say, hey, Resident Evil is $40 for you right now, $40. And then I might go on there, thinking, oh, wow, it's $40, right? Because you told me, right, Gunny? And then I get on there and I go to the store and I see, okay, Resident Evil's on sale, but then I click on it. But for me, it'll say, hey, Jesus, Resident Evil's on sale, but for you, it's $50.
Yeah, right. Because maybe you made more purchases,
exactly,
right, over the last
they
6 months or 3 months.
Based on your purchase history and your likeliness of purchasing one, they'll know that you're going to purchase it or not, and you'll purchase it at a higher price because you have more spending power. In their eyes, right? Because they know what kind of console you have. They know if your console has a disk drive or not. They know that stuff. That's all being sent back to them when your console pings back to them, right? So they know, hey, this guy has a digital console. This guy has a disk drive. This guy's going to buy it here. This guy's going to buy a disc. So they want your money and they want it now. So they do dynamic pricing. And, this is really going to become a prevalent thing in society, Gunny. The more AI assistants become like normalized in society, you understand what I'm saying? So the more people start using AI to like schedule our appointments, schedule this, schedule that, AI tracks everything you do down to like where you're at, where you're at, like the companies know. These data companies, they know when you go to Safeway, Gunny. They know every Saturday, Gunny and his wife drive down this road at 10 a.m. to go to Safeway, and they spend 45 minutes to an hour there buying groceries, and then they leave. They know this about you. They know this about me. They know when you drive to work. They know what route you take. They know what gas station you're likely to stop at. So they know everything. They know all that shit. So they grab all this data from us, and then that's how they determine pricing. Eventually, I think they're going to use it to dynamically price everything against us. I think they're going to use it to dynamically price groceries, dynamically price physical things that we buy. You know what I mean? Because you know how some places have it to where, like, for example, Amazon has it at their food market stores where you go in and you have your Amazon app and you just scan stuff on the app and then check out just by walking out. You know, you pay through your phone and you just walk out. You know, it's like a
Yeah, I don't know if they have those anymore. I don't know if
pay
those
as
still
you go.
exist.
Oh, they hella still exist. They have it at my
Yeah.
local grocery stores now, where I've seen people just like walk around, scan shit, and they just walk out. They have it at Walmart's. So they have it to all these places have it now to where you can just go in, use an app, scan shit, and leave. Well, what happens when these apps start determining the price for you? When like,
Oh yeah.
what happens, Gunny, when you go to a Walmart one day and they say, "Hey, to purchase this item, you must use an app. There's no other way around it. You have to scan this with the app before you put it in your cart." So then you scan it with your app, Gunny, but it doesn't show you the price on the shelf. What happens then? Because there's no regulation. Is there regulation? I'm not sure if there is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there is.
Regulations on? Is there laws against companies not showing the price before you pick something up, before you put it as like a purchase item?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Because if there's not, I guarantee there's going to be one company out there that does it, and they're all going to follow suit. You know what I mean? And who would be the biggest profiteers off this? The companies will be, like Walmart and shit will be, because they could just be like, "Oh well, fuck it. We know Gunny is shopping today, and Gunny is a big spender, so we're gonna charge Gunny extra money for all his shit."
Yeah, I don't think it would work for all people, only because maybe it would work for some of those that are into the cool tech stuff. But if let's say that, I don't know, I'm just thinking of like maybe average user, maybe not Costco, but like, you know, a Safeway or, you know, a Kroger or what have you. If somebody's going, "Oh yeah, like scan the cart or whatever,"
Yeah.
like I'm just thinking it might discourage somebody who then wants to look at the balance of what's in their cart, and they might think, "Oh no, you know, I should probably stop shopping." You know, what do you think? It's probably, that percentage is probably low, where they're like, "Man, I'm already up to $213 or whatever." You know, I should quit while I'm ahead, right? And cash out.
What if it doesn't show you the total until you go to?
It probably doesn't. You probably have to like
go to the checkout screen, and then it shows you the total. Then you're like, "Oh fuck, well I'm already at the checkout screen."
You're right. You're right. Right, because then it would say, "All right, are you ready to check out?" Because then we'll show you the price. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you
If you're ready,
now?
let's do it.
Yeah,
Go ahead and press it.
Press this button. We'll show you the price then. Yeah.
Right.
We didn't tell
That's
you
true.
we didn't tell you your fucking gallon of milk was going to cost you $15. We just
You're
told
not
you to
done
put it in
yet.
your cart.
Yeah, you're not done yet, so don't press it.
Keep shopping. We know you need cereal. Keep going. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying.
The aisle next to you has cookies, you know, that you like,
Yeah, and
the ones you really like.
We'll start doing. Guess what, Gunny? They will do that. When you're in there shopping with your fucking app, and you're gonna be like, "Hey, Gunny, we know that you put pancake mix in your cart. Would you like to know where the syrup aisle is? Boom, go this way."
Not only that, Jesus. Not only that, because then you might think, "Well, I already have syrup," and it'll be like, "Oh, we have a new syrup, and this one's on sale."
Yeah, we have a special today. Special sponsored syrup. Check out this fucking Eggo fucking special brand Eggo syrup that we have. It's a new thing sponsored by Eggo or whatever.
It's cookie butter flavored. You know, your kids love it.
Yeah, then you go there and then you look at the, like, "Oh man, that looks fucking good." Then you're in there grabbing all different kinds of syrups. You know, like they're gonna have that suggested, like they're gonna have sponsored shit where like, "Hey, come over here, check out the Walmart great value fucking syrup on this aisle." You know what I mean? Shit like that. It's gonna happen, dude. I mean, I'm worried about it, but it's like, what do we do, Gunny? Like, as me and you, like, what can we do besides trying to stick to shopping at our regular stores, whatever, you know, like stores that don't do that? But at what point, like, does everything just switch and you have no choice but to shop? Like, we're gonna do shop on the black market. Hey,
Right.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, come to my garage. I got some bread for you. I tell you the price up front.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sure you've
Jesus'
run into
garage
those.
groceries.
I'm sure we've run into those people that, you'll be at that last store, Jesus, the one, why I shop here because they're the only ones that don't do that bullshit. Yeah, until
Yeah,
they don't, until their
until they,
hands is
yeah,
forced, or until fucking Costco buys them or Kroger.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone buys them out and then they're forced to
Yeah.
do it. They're like, oh, you just support
Right.
me. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen, dude. And I'm scared because like I just I didn't even think about this before you just brought it up, the dynamic pricing, but that's where it's going. It's gonna become a thing that happens to physical products. These stores and these companies know not everyone buys shit digitally. A lot of people do. But what happens to the people that don't? We need to get those guys too, right? How do we dynamically price for them? You can't just have a guy following Gunny around the grocery store changing the price tags as Gunny's looking at shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like changing all the price tags as Gunny walks to the aisle. Or you know what they'll have, Gunny? They'll have all these cameras around the store. Like every aisle will have multiple cameras. And as you're walking up to a product, it'll have a screen underneath it with the price, and it'll change as you're
Yeah.
walking near it. As you're walking up to the
It's
price, it'll
funny you
change up,
mentioned that.
pop up.
It's funny you mentioned that because with the current war that's going on, the gas prices, but not to go down a rabbit hole. But okay, so as I'm going to Sacramento, Jesus, and I think I went to get on the freeway onto Highway 5 in California, and there's a the Love's truck stop car wash. We got the best gas in town kind of thing. So up there, Jesus, I swear to God, like it was like the price was like whatever it was like 709 or whatever on the diesel, the big green letters. And just as I went to get on the highway, I went click 714, and I was like, what the hell, like
That's
I literally just watched it change
crazy.
digitally as I got on the freeway,
That's wild.
crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, see, I'm telling you, dynamic pricing. It's gonna hit everything, Gunny. It's gonna hit all of us. And people are saying, well, it doesn't affect me. I buy my games at GameStop. What happens when GameStop goes away? What happens when GameStop closes all their retail stores and they go all digital storefront? That's the future of GameStop, in my opinion. The only way GameStop is going to be around in the future, Gunny, is by digital storefront.
Correct. Yeah, I
They don't.
agree.
They can't afford to stay open.
They'll have a
They're losing so
website.
much money. They'll just have a website.
And then
And they'll just,
eventually, Jesus, not only will they just have the website, they'll be like, hey guys, yeah, we're closing all our stores, but we will have the physical editions. And you can always use, hey, guess what? We can always have Amazon deliver your physical games day one or whatever, you can order it in 3 to 5 days, pay $10 extra, to make sure it's all there on the day that it needs to be there. And then eventually they'll just stop that, It'll just be down to digital goods.
Yeah, so that's scary to me that dynamic pricing is a thing.
Well, so the article I was just going to mention. So I thought, my first thought was, oh, this is for S owners, right? That they're showing these Series X ones. But it says here, let's see, the leading theory backed by multiple Reddit confirmations is that Xbox One owners are the primary targets, likely as an incentive to finally make the jump to the current gen hardware. The specific discounts amount also vary from person to person. So while some are seeing a $250 reduction, others may see a smaller figure or nothing at all. So what that tells me, Jesus, I think what it is like you said with the dynamic pricing, the ones that are going to see it for, not as much as others are going to be based on what you're purchasing on that Xbox One. Yeah, so I'm sure even S owners, right? Because you're logging in from a Series S, it'll probably show, hey, it might be $150 off a Series X, because you're still spending money buying new games, right? But the less you buy, right, over time, it's going to be the bigger discount because they want to get you, keep you in the ecosystem, I guess.
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah. But that's really all the news I have. I don't want to go over all the news here.
Yeah, it's getting late for me too.
Yeah.
Wife come in here yelling, "Can't read podcast and late." Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we
I think we had a pretty decent show. I think we could finish here, Gunny. We're done. Where can we find you, Gunny?
Hey, go find me over on Steam as the Gunny Chief and Xbox as well, and Epic and all that good stuff. So over on PlayStation as HGP_Gunny. Same thing on Discord. I'm Gunny Chief in the HGP Discord channel.
Find me on everything as Jesus Walks a Lot, and find me playing Crimson Desert on the PS5. Find the Mayo as the Mayo on Steam and Discord. Join us on Discord, people. We apologize for not being here in a while. I had to deal with this accident. Still dealing with it, but we'll be back next week. Anyways, peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.